All right, hi guys, very good morning everyone. Welcome once again to Home Institute and happy Independence Day to all of you. And yeah, your exam is just like almost 1 week ahead. The APGENCO Transco Discoms, and we are having some power revision sessions on the YouTube. Okay, earlier I took control systems few days back, and then you also enjoyed in meanwhile you enjoyed electrical machines, power systems, sorry, power electronics, and very soon you are going to enjoy power systems also. Okay. Okay, and we are going to cover up both aptitude and reasoning, which will total contribute to 13 marks in your examination. Okay, why? Because aptitude, quantitative aptitude, 8 marks, reasoning and general intelligence, 5 marks. Right. So, very good morning to all of you. Right, Pulkit Kante, yes, why not? If you prepare, with sincerity, you can crack it, why not? Okay. So yes, quickly update all your friends that the session is live. Let's get started. Okay, and important updates before I get started. Okay, the AEE Victory Test Series. Okay, to give you the real competitive feeling to make you actually achieve your victory. Okay, just in rupees 89, 3 full length mock tests have been announced by Home Institute. Okay, just in rupees 89, 3 full length mock tests for the upcoming APGENCO Transco Discoms examination. Okay, and the mock test number 1, 13th August. Okay, it has gone. Okay, mock test number 2 tomorrow, 16th August, and mock test number 3 will be on 18th August. Okay, fee as I told you 89 only. The platform will be Home Live app. Okay, so for any queries you can also contact our number 95156940553. Okay. Next important update, okay, for those who are targeting GATE preparation, GATE 2017 or 2027 or as well as 2028, okay, the new live batch for GATE, okay, starts 19th August, okay, starts 19th August, okay, and on the occasion of Independence Day, the Home Institute has announced the 15% offer, okay, on all our online courses, okay, live as well as recorded. Okay, you just have to use the code freedom15 while purchasing any course, and this is valid till 16th August 2016, that is till tomorrow, right guys? And for GATE, okay, the online scholarship test, the Home online scholarship test, okay, for GATE 2027 or 2028 aspirants, okay, you can also appear in this if you want more scholarships. Already the Independence Day offer is live, but that is valid till tomorrow. You can get flat 15% without any conditions. Okay, and you can be started with the 19th August GATE live batch. Okay, otherwise you can also appear in the scholarship test, okay, which is going to be on 30th of August, okay, at 6 p.m. This is the respective syllabus mentioned. Okay, and the top 5 rankers will get flat 100% scholarship. Okay, rank 6 to 10, 60%, and etc. There have been slabs based on your performance. Okay, based on your performance. Right, guys? Now let's get started with the first question of the day. Let me get started with the first question of the day. Very good morning to all of you. Syllabus mentioned. Okay, and the top. Yeah, I was just confirming the audio looks all good. Okay, let's get started with the first question here, everybody. Okay, so important areas. Okay, 50 important questions as the session says. Okay, one by one we'll start scrolling. Okay, and once again, like I told in control system session, that if you feel that any question on screen you are able to solve, you can be able to solve. You can pause my video. I'll continue parallelly, but you can pause it. And once you get the answer, you can match with what I have got. Okay, right. Muntaz Begum, the batch for TGPSC AEE is already going on. Okay, that is already going on. Okay, you can join that running course. Okay, the subjects which are completed, you can watch it in recorded manner. That option is still there. 35% of 2m exceeds 40% of m by 2 by 300. What is the value of m? Simple. Okay, but yeah, I'm telling you now, all expected and important type of questions we'll cover. Okay, so 35% of 2m. Okay, 0.35, or you can write this way, 35 by 100 of 2m. This exceeds, that means this is more. Okay, this exceeds 40% of m by 2 by 300. That means what is the difference in these two? Okay, the difference, that is 40% of m by 2 also I will write. Okay, this is 300. This much you have to take as 300. That's it. Okay, so how much this is? This will become 70 by 100. This is 0.7 m, and minus this will become, after cancellation by 2, 20 by 100. So 0.2 m, and this is 300, giving you 0.5 m is 300. Okay, 0.5 means m by 2 is 300. So full m will be how much? 600. Okay, that is supposed to be my answer, option number C. Okay, the answer is option number C here, correct? Yes, M said do correct, option number C. Next question, number 2. A reservoir is 30% empty and holds 50 liter more than when it is 30% full. Okay, how much water does it hold when it is full? When it is full. Yes, Venkatesh, correct answer for the previous one, that was 600. Okay, so have a look into it. Okay, a reservoir is 30% empty, holds 50 liters more water. Now see, a reservoir 30% empty, okay, means what? Means 70% full. I can say it is 70% full. Okay, now when it is 70% full, it holds 50 liter more water than when it is 30% full. Okay, right. What is the, how much water does it hold when it is full? Okay, that means capacity. Okay, suppose when it is full, it can hold X liters of water. Okay, it can hold X liters of water. So when it is 70% full, okay, it will become how much? 70 by 100. Let me write 0.7x directly. Okay, this is 50 liters more than, okay, this is 50 liters more than, okay, the water when it is 30% full. So when it is 30% full, how much water it will have? 30 by 100, 0.3 of x. Okay, and this calculation is 50 liters more than this. Understood? This is what? Okay. So, this turns out to be 0.4x is equal to 50. So, what is going to be x? Okay. If I multiply by 10, yes, 500 by 4, this will become 4 and the net answer is 125. So, when it is full, it will hold how much? 125 liters, option number D. Okay. Correct, Rahil Ahmed, option number D. When it is full, it can hold 125 liters. Okay. Next question here. Number 3. The monthly salary, okay, of a teaching and non-teaching staff at a college is in the ratio 5:3. Ratio and percentage also can also be commonly combined. And some questions I'll take towards that are basic algebraic, some equations given or you have some data given, you have to form simple equation. Okay, but they are actually expected questions in your exam. Okay, so monthly salary of teaching and non-teaching staff at a college is in the ratio of 5:3. Okay, what does it mean when I talk about salary? When I talk about salary, the teaching to non-teaching staff salary is in the ratio 5:3. Okay, 5 by 3. Okay, they wish to contribute 3% and 2% of their salary to a welfare society. Now, each non-teaching staff member contribute 390. What is the meaning of this? Non-teaching. Okay, each non-teaching contributes 390. Now, how much non-teaching will contribute? They wish to contribute 3 and 2%. This is for non-teaching staff. Okay, so 2% of what? 2% of the non-teaching person's salary. Okay, when he takes out 2%, he is able to contribute 390. I have to calculate the teaching staff salary. Simple, that is the question. Okay, that is what is the question. Okay, now see how we can simplify this. 2% of non-teaching salary. That means 2 by 100 of what is actually the non-teaching salary. Now, when two quantities are in the ratio, okay, 5:3, you can take that teaching salary is 5k, non-teaching salary being 3k. Okay, you can take multiple of, kth multiple of 5 and 3, right? Rahil Ahmed gives the answer D. Yeah, and that will actually be nice if you give the answer with the question number, because sometimes chat box may be delayed or I may sometimes read it delay. So I request anybody who is commenting the answer, comment with the question number so that I can exactly relate. Okay, Rahil says that D for the third one. Now see here. Okay, so what I am telling you here, what I should put 2% of non-teaching salary, which is 3k, is 390. Okay, I want the teaching staff salary, that is 5k. Okay, acha. Simple way to calculate is what is going to be the value of k. Calculations all will be done at the end. Okay, what will be the k is 390 into 100 divided by 2 into 3. Divided by 2 into 3. Okay, I want the teaching staff salary. What will be the teaching staff salary? That will be 5k actually. The teaching staff salary will be how much? 5k. Okay, this one. This one. Okay, so 5 times k means 5 into 390 into 100. Okay, upon 2 into 3. Okay, right. Let's do the because you have calculators. So, I've taken questions accordingly. If a bit of calculation is also there, not a problem. Anyways, this is easy only. Yeah, 32,500. 32,500. That is option number D. Option number D. Correct. Okay. Yes, correct. M Sidhu, correct. Lucky, correct. Option number D. The correct answer here would be option number D. Next question. Okay. Yeah. If 37 by 13 is equivalent to 2 plus 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 by z, where x, y, z are natural numbers, then what are x, y, z equal to? What are x, y, z equal to? Now see, x, y, z are natural numbers. Okay. That means positive integers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. What are the value of x, y, z if this equation has to hold? One equation for 3 variable. Okay, that means some basic manipulation and comparison has to be there. Okay, basic manipulation and comparison. So let's see what type of comparison is required here. Okay, first of all, see, this is 2 plus. Okay, on dividing 37 by 13, it is 2 plus something. Okay, so 37 by 13 can also be written as 26 plus 11 by 13, because 26 by 13 will cancel by 2. Okay, we'll cancel by, this is observation and comparison question purely. Okay, 2 plus 1 upon, okay, x plus 1 upon y plus 1 by z. Okay, now 26 by 13, this will cancel as 2. Okay, this is 2 plus 11 by 13. Okay, so 2 and 2 will cancel. Okay, so what is the observation I now get? My next observation is 11 divided by 13 is equal to the remaining part, 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 by z. Now, better to take reciprocal. Okay, x plus. Okay, when I take the reciprocal, this whole term will come above, x plus 1 divided by y plus 1 by z equal to reciprocal on the other side, 11 by 13, you take the reciprocal, 13 by 11. Okay. Now you see here, again this is divided, and after division it gives a perfect number x, because all of these are integers, natural numbers. Okay. So 13 by 11, 2 plus, what is 13? 11 plus 2. You can split 11 plus 2, and 11 by 11 will be 1. 1 plus 2 by 11. Okay. So what is the comparison I am having? I'll write down here. Okay. Now I am left with x plus 1 upon y plus 1 by z is equal to 13 by 11 can be split as 1 plus 2 by 11. So on comparison, immediately I get x value. Okay, this perfect integral part. Okay, x equal to 1. Right, this is also okay. Now 1 upon y plus 1 by z is equal to 2 by 11, or again I'll take the reciprocal. Y plus 1 by z is 11 by 2, and 11 by 2 can be, 11 is how much? 10 plus 1. You have to cancel with 2, na? So write 10 plus 1, 10 by 2 will be 5, and then plus 1 by 2. And then plus 1 by 2. Okay. So now on comparison, I will have y plus 1 by z is 5 plus 1 by 2. So y is 5 and z is 2. 1 by z is 1 by 2. Okay. So x1, y5, z2. Okay. So 1, 5 and 2, option number B. 1, 5 and 2, option number B it is. Okay. Option number B. Correct, lucky. Answer for fourth is option number B. Okay. Anytime you have any confusion, you can just let me know. Right. Number 5. Okay. Okay. Monica, correct. Fourth B. Okay. A train starts full of passengers, and at the first station it drops 1/3 of the passengers and takes 280 more. At the second station it drops 1/2 of the new total and takes 12 more. On arriving at the third station, it is found to have 248 passengers. Find the number of passengers in the beginning. Find the number of passengers in the beginning. Okay, let's do it. Okay, a train starts full of passengers. Okay, at the first station it drops 1/3. Okay, takes 280. Okay, now see, it's a sequential problem given. Okay, sequential problem given. A train starts full of passengers, and the question is, at the end, find the number of passengers in the beginning, and suppose number of passengers in the beginning is n. Okay, so it starts with n. Okay, at the first station it drops 1/3 and takes 280 more. Okay, so now, okay, this is in the beginning, initial data, suppose n. Okay, what is going to happen at first station? Okay, it drops 1/3. Okay, so these many gone, but it takes 280 more. It takes 280 more. So this is going to be left as 2/3 of n plus 280. Okay. Then at the second station, it drops 1/2 of the new total. At the second station, it drops one half of the new total. Okay, so what is going to happen after second station? It drops half of this new total. Suppose this new total, I'll call it as x right now. Okay, so it will drop half of it, that is x by 2. Okay, it drops half of the new total but takes 12 more. Takes 12 more. On arriving at third station, it is found to have, okay, when it is arriving third station, okay, it is found to have 248 passengers. That means this should be 248. This should be 248. Okay. Simple equation making, but important questions for you. So this becomes x by 12 plus 12 is 248. First, let's focus on x. This becomes 236. When you subtract 12, so x will become how much? Okay, 236. That is x by 2. So 236 into 2 should be 472. X is 472. Okay, now I have to actually get the value of n. Okay, so from here, 2/3 of n plus 280 is 472. Okay, that means 2/3 of n is how much? Okay, 208 less 192. 192. So what is going to be the value of n? 90 divide by 2, 96, and into 3. 96 into 3, 288. Correct. So my answer has to be 288. Okay, options are not there. Okay, no problem. I will write down answer here. Few questions I have taken without option. Okay, 288. 288. Option number, answer is 288. Okay. Yes, M. Sidhu, correct. 288 is the correct answer for the question number 5. Okay. Chalo. Any type of confusion, any doubts you have, without any hesitation, please keep telling. Okay. Next question. A mother is twice as old as her son. Okay. A mother, age is also, commonly brings question in your exam. A mother is twice as old as her son. Okay, that is the situation now. Okay, mother is twice as old as son. Okay, M equal to 2s. Yes, Mumtaz Begum, correct answer. Now next, 20 years ago. Now there is another data given 20 years ago. Okay. Now you only have to remember one thing in such questions, whether it is 20 years ago or after 20 years, anything they mention. Okay, whatever the persons are mentioned, suppose two persons are here, mother and son, both will be 20 in less now. Or if I say after 20 years, both will be 20 in more in age. Okay, so here 20 years age. So what is going to be the mother's age? M minus 20, because I have taken M as present, and son's age will be S minus 20. Okay, right. The age of mother was 10 times the age of the son. This was 10 times the age of the son. This was 10 times the age of the son. Okay. So yeah, what is the present age of mother? I need mother age, not I'll replace S. Okay, I'll replace S. This equation is M minus 20 is equal to 10 into S. What is S? S here can be written as M by 2 and minus 10 into 20, 200. Okay, so this becomes 5m. 5m minus m other side, 4m is equal to 200 minus 20, 180. Yes, so m is 45. 180 by 4, 45. Option number D. Let me check any answers here. Yeah. Correct, Rahil. Sixth answer D. Sixth answer, it is D. Correct. Yeah. Next question. Next question. Correct. Others also given correct answer. Yes. Okay. Dorador correct. Okay. Mumtaz Begum correct. Next question. Okay. Solve this one. Okay. solve this question, profit and loss only. Yeah, let's continue. Okay. A vendor earns 25% profit on selling his goods at 2355, the cost price of the goods. So, see, normally, okay, seventh answer also started coming up. Lucky says D. Now, see, normally, okay, when it talks about profit, okay, profit occurs when selling price, of course, is more than cost price, okay, and percentage profit, rather than using this formula, okay, just go with this. Okay, percentage profit, okay, is selling price minus cost price upon cost price, because this is the difference, right? It is known as profit, and compared with respect to cost price, okay, divided by cost price and into 100 for percentage, okay, or use this way. Okay, rather, mostly what will be more useful formula is selling price. Now, if something is at profit, that means it is more than cost price. How much more? Okay, 25% more. I have sold it at 25% more. That extra thing is my profit. Okay, so selling price is always written as 100 plus P percentage of cost price. Okay, that means, okay, now vendor has sold it 2355. Okay, and this is equal to how much? He has sold it 2355 by making a 25% profit. That means he has sold at 125% of CP. Understood this point or not? He has sold at 125% of CP. Okay, what is the CP? That's what I want. Okay, that means this 2355 is 125 divided by 100 times CP. So from here CP you have to calculate 2355 into 100 divided by 125. Approximately how much it is? Okay. Anyways, most of you have given the answer as D. Yeah, it is coming out to be rupees 1884, and that is exactly option number D. Option number D. Okay. Now, see, same thing. If there was a loss would occur when the selling price is less than the cost price. Loss would occur when the selling price is less than the cost price. Okay. When the selling price is less than the cost price. Okay. Now, okay, percentage loss formula, if you want to write down, it is then written as, okay, CP minus SP, again compared with CP. Here CP is more, so we write CP minus SP upon CP. But again, better write down this relation. Okay, selling price will be 100 minus L percentage of the cost price. Suppose you sell something at 20% loss. What does it mean? Okay, if you are selling something at 20% loss, loss means you are selling less than CP. But how much? 20% loss. So you have sold at 80%. Okay, you bought something at 100 rupees, you sold at 80 rupees. Okay, 20 was the loss. Okay, so when I say 20% loss, how much is left? 80% of cost price, that would be your selling price. Okay, use these equations, that will be more important in such questions. Okay, done. Answer number D here. Yeah, correct. Next. Now, a person sold 2 cows each for rupees 9900. He gained 10% on one. Okay, and he lost 20% on the other. Which of the following is true? Tell me which of the following is true. Tell me which of the following is true. Yeah. A person sold 2 cows each for rupees 9900. Okay. Sold 2 cows. Okay. Selling price of each 2 cows means SP1 and SP2 both are 9900. But he gained 10% on one and lost 20% on other. Okay. What is the correct answer? Karthik says B. Okay. Let's check it out. Now see here very carefully. He gained 10% on one. Okay. Now when he gained 10%, how will I write down the selling price equation? Okay. Selling price 1, 10% more. So 100 plus 10%, 110% of the cost price 1. Correct? of the cost price one. Rahil also says answer B. Okay. And he lost 20% on the other. Okay, he lost 20% on the other. That means the second selling price should be 80%. He lost 20%, 100 minus 20, 80% of CP2. Okay, so can I calculate CP1 and CP2 from here? Can I calculate the CP1 and CP2 from here? Why not? We can calculate that. Okay, so what I am getting here is, so what is going to be the CP1? You see here, okay, 11 will cancel. This is 9,000. Okay, 900 and one more zero. Okay, the first cost price is 9,000. Okay, Pradeep says D, M Sidhu says D. Okay, two answers I have got B, two I have got D. Okay, now second one, selling price 2 is still same. Both the selling price are 9900. Okay, and this is 80%, lost 20%. So 80 by 100, okay, of the CP2. Okay, of the CP2. Okay, so from here, how much is the CP2? Let me calculate this one separately. 12,375. This is some 12,375. Correct, na? Yeah. Right. Now, what is the total cost price and total selling price? That comparison, na? Okay. Okay, total cost price and total selling price. Okay. Total cost price. Okay, this will become 21,375. Okay, total selling price. Okay, would be 9,900 into 2. Okay, so that should be how much? 19,800. That should be 19,800. Okay. Right. So, okay. So, okay. This is less than the cost price. So, total loss is there. Okay, lost. Not in percentage, that he does not gain. He lost, but not rupees 200. Okay. So, actually he has lost how much? When I take the difference of these two, it is some 1575. 1575. This much he has lost. Okay, rupees 1575. Okay. So, what is the correct answer then? D. D is what is the correct answer. D is what is the correct answer. Okay. Yeah. Right. Venkat correct. M. Sedu correct. Okay, Lucky correct, Anjali correct. Okay, correct answer will be D. Okay, correct answer would be D. Okay, done. Next question. A merchant marked his goods at 20%, okay, above the cost price and offered a discount of 5%. Seeing poor results, he again offered 8% discount and noticed a growth in his sales. Then his profit will be how much? Now see here. Okay, a merchant marks his goods. See, for any merchant, for any businessman, there is some cost price, but he knows that. Okay, he knows that. Okay. Hi, good morning. Good morning, Divya. So, any businessman, they know that they are going to, you know, first of all, they have to run the business, they have to make profit. But also they know that some discounts they have to offer during festive time, or some bargaining may happen by the customer. So that is why normally whatever is the cost price of any businessman or merchant, okay, he will do some percentage markup. Like it is told that a merchant marks his good at 20%, okay, above the cost price. Okay, and what I get here is known as marked price, MP. We'll call this as marked price. Okay, we'll call this as marked price. Okay, and then he offered a discount, okay, of 5%. Okay, now, okay, or from here some discount, okay, or rather than 20%, I'll first explain the general, some percentage markup, okay, some markup percentage specified, that gives you marked price. Any discount, okay, even if you go to a shop, you ask the discount on what is the product price you see, marked price. Okay, you don't know what is the cost price of the shopkeeper. Okay, so if you are expecting any discount, some 5%, 10%, okay, that is on marked price. So minus, okay, discount percentage, okay, then what is known as the selling price. This is the general flow. We'll decide whether the businessman is actually having profit or loss. Because something you add here, then you subtract here, final selling price, if it is more than cost price, profit. If it is less than cost price, loss. Okay, that is what we normally know. Na? Now, what is given for this question? Okay, now what is given for this question? He marks 20% above cost price. Okay, so for simplicity, let's take the cost price as 100 rupees. Okay, now plus 20%. 20% of 100 is 20 only. So what is going to be marked price? Okay, That is going to be 120. That is going to be 120. Answers have started coming up for the 9th also. Okay, now he offered a discount of 5%. He offered a discount of 5%. Okay, he got some selling price, but that gave him poor results. I mean, the sale was low. Okay, that is what, sometimes to attract more customers, more discount have to be offered. Okay, so he again offered 8% discount and then notice the growth. He again offered, that means this much already was given. Okay, let me call it as some SP1. Okay, further 8% discount he offered. Okay, and then he got the final selling price. Final selling price. Okay, now this means what? Okay, what is going to be this SP1? Okay, this is going to be 95%. 5% you reduce. So how much is left? 95% of 120. Okay, of 120. Now this final selling price will be what? Further 8% reduced. So 92% left, na? 8% further gone. 92% of the selling price number 1. Okay, of the selling price number 1. So final selling price will be, okay, 92% means 0.92 into SP1, which is 0.95 into 120. Let us see how much is the selling price. Okay, if I multiply these two, okay, with 120, I am getting 104.88. Okay, finally I have 104.88. Okay, and this is more than the cost price, because cost price I assumed as 100. Okay, that means profit is there. Okay, profit is there. Okay, how much profit? Okay, how much profit? Now cost price is 100 rupees only, so 4.88 rupees above. 4.88% profit. 4.88% profit. So yeah, D answer correct. Okay, D are correct. This is 9th one. Okay, yeah. So Karthik, Lucky, no, Lucky, you have given third answer. You just recheck. Karthik, Rahil Ahmed, Dorador, correct. D answer correct. In which batch, Mr. Unlucky? Okay, done. Next question. Okay, if compound interest, okay, yes, Venkat also correct the answer. If compound interest on a certain sum of money at 5% per annum for 3 years is rupees 1890, then find the simple interest on the same sum for the same period at the same rate. Okay, Lucky, understood. Hope you identified your mistake. Okay, chal. Let's solve this. If compound interest on a certain sum of money at 5% per annum. Okay, now see here. Okay, what is the first data telling? Compound interest. Okay, now what is the compound interest formula? First of all, compound interest, normally we write down amount formula, amount at the end of t years. Okay, minus principal. Okay, and what is the amount formula? Amount is principal into 1 plus r by 100 raised to the power t in the number of years, then minus principal. Okay, this compound interest is given as 1891. Okay, that means, okay, what is the compound interest given is 1891.50, and I'll write down the compound interest formula as P. I can take P common, okay, which is not given to me, but 1 plus rate of interest is given. Okay, and it has been given for 3 years. Okay, and then minus 1. This is 1891.50. Okay. So principal, this is what? How much? 1.05 cube minus 1. This is 1891.50. So principal is going to be how much? Okay, so this is, if I take this, okay, just a second. So principal is rupees 12,000. Okay, the principal amount is rupees 12,000. Okay, the principal amount itself is 12,000. Mr. Unlucky, another just 2-3 classes. Another just 2-3 classes. Okay. Right. Yeah, come up here. If you're talking about the gate live batch, another just 2-3 sessions. 2 or maximum 3, Mr. Unlucky. Okay. Yeah. Now, what is the simple interest on the same sum? Okay, simple interest formula will be P into R into T divided by 100. Okay, Rahil says 10th answer D. Okay. So simple interest will be given by principal, which is 12,000. Rate of interest, say they told same sum, same period, same rate. Same period was 3. Okay. So, this is going to be how much? This will be 15 into 12. Okay, that is 180. And how many zeros left? Okay, this 2 zeros cancelled. One more. Rupees 1800. 1800 would be the answer. Yeah, so D, it is correct. Okay, D answer correct for the question number 10. Okay, Yadurador correct, Venkat correct, Aki correct, Madhu correct. Answer is D. Next question, number 11. A person gives his principal amount of 60 to 500 at 10% compound interest. Find the interest after 3 years if the interest is compounded annually, half yearly, quarterly. Now, this is also you should know. Okay, if the interest is compounded, see, because a person gives principal amount of 6,500 at 10% compound interest. Okay, this has to be mentioned at 10% per annum. At 10% per annum compound interest, find the interest after 3 years if the interest is compounded annually. Annually is something you all know. Okay, like the previous question. Okay, that amount after T years is principal into 1 plus R by 100. Okay, raised to the power T. Okay, 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power T. Okay, right. But if it is half yearly, what does it mean? See, let's understand the concept first. What does it mean? See, if I talk about annual, okay, if I talk about annual cycle and if I talk about 3 years, they have put 3 years only, na? Okay, they have put 3 years. Okay, so principal is the initial amount. Okay, on to which I charge plus R%. Okay, I get amount A1, amount after 1 year. Okay, amount after 1 year. Okay, then I will again charge plus R%. Okay, compounding means, okay, in simple interest what happens? Every time R% of principal, but here every time R% of previous amount. Okay, right? Okay, and further plus R%. Okay, this will give me A3. Okay, right? And when you add something by R%, it gives you the factor 1 plus R by 100. Okay, that is why 1 plus R by 100, 1 plus R by 100, 1 plus R by 100 will come 3 times. That is the logic, na? Okay, but if it is half yearly, okay, if it is half yearly cycle, okay, see what is going to happen. Okay, half yearly cycle for 3 years. Okay, you start with principal. Okay, but half yearly compounding means when I say interest is compounded half yearly means the interest is calculated at the end of every half year. Okay, that means amount will not be calculated after 1 year. This amount will be calculated after 0.5 year. Okay, right, by adding how much? Now, because I calculate the interest after half year, I cannot charge you R% because R is the rate of interest per annum. What is per annum meaning? Per year. Okay, so if I am charging R% for year, I cannot charge it for half year also. Okay, I have to charge how much? I have to be fair enough and I will charge R by 2. Okay, this is also known as nominal rate of interest, R by 2. Okay, then again after another half year. So now I will get the amount after 1 year, that is another R by 2%. Another R by 2%. Okay, then if I add another R by 2%, I'll get amount after 1.5 years. Like this, I'll get the amount after 3 years. Now see, what was the amount after 3 years in the above case? Principal into plus R%. Okay, so 1 plus R by 100. R% is how much? R by 100 and plus 1, plus to the previous value. Okay, but how many times? 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Okay, 3 times. That is what is the amount formula. Okay, which I have just used here, which we normally use. But here, how much will be the amount formula? I start with principal and I do 1 plus R by 2 by 100 because every time how much was the rate of interest? R by 2. But how many times? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What will come next? A2, then A2.5 and A3. Total 6 cycles. Okay, raised to the power 6. Raised to the power 6. Okay, that is the logic. Okay, so here, okay, the first question, that is just calculation. Okay, I'll calculate the amount here in the first case. So what is the amount? Okay, rather than interest, you just calculate the amount only. Let's stop at calculating amount. Okay, let's modify the question. So principal is how much? 62,500 into 1 plus 10 by 100 raised to the power 3. Okay, so 62,500 into 1.1 whole cube. This is 1.1 whole cube. Okay, this amount is approximately how much rupees? That let me calculate here. Okay, 83,187.5. Okay, this is 83,100 and how much I got? 87.5. Okay, this is the amount. Okay, it is the amount. Okay, subtracting from 60 to 500, you will get the interest. If you have calculated interest, that is okay. What formula you will use here? Okay, now I explained you. Okay, amount at the end of t years will be principal into 1 plus r by 2. Rate of interest has to be nominal rate of interest. For half year, r by 2. But how many cycles? In t years, it will be 2t cycle, because every year you are calculating 2 times. Na? Every year has 2 half years. Na? So total you will calculate 2t times. Okay. Total you will calculate 2t times. Now this will be 60 to 500 into 1 plus r by 2 will become 5. Okay. So it has to be 1 plus 5 by 100 raised to the power 6. Okay. Okay. So 62,500 to be multiplied by 1.05 raised to the power 6. This is how much of rupees? Into 62,500. Okay, 83,755.9, approximately 83,756. 83,756. Correct? 83,756 approximately. Okay, more than the previous one. Okay, more the times you calculate, although total tenure is same, but in between more times, more compounding. Okay, more growth. Okay, it's a compounding effect. Now, similarly, I explained you this logic now. By the same logic, you tell me quarterly formula. Amount at the end of t years will be principal into how much now? Quarter. I am calculating after every quarter. Quarter is 1/4 of year. So, if I charge r% for full year, how much will I charge here? I will charge r by 4. How much will I charge here? I will charge r by 4. Okay, r by 4 by 100 raised to the power. In every t years, in every 1 year, 4 quarters are there. Na? Okay, every 1 year, 4 calculations. So t years, in t years, 4t calculation. Now substitute the data. Okay, this is 62,500 into 1 plus r by 4. Rate was 10, so 10 by 4, 2.5%. 2.5 by 100 raised to the power 4, 3, 12. Okay, 3 years will have 12 quarters. Okay, 12 quarters. So this is on calculating approximately how much rupees. I'll write down the answer here directly. Okay, this is raised to the power 12 and into 60 to 500. This is 84,055 or 56 approximately. 84056 approximately, rounding off to the next integer. Okay, still more. I told you it will be even more. Okay, right. These are your answers. This is the formula. This is what you should know to write. They can ask you compounded annually, half yearly, quarterly, monthly. They can ask you anything. Okay, so I will add one homework question here. Fourth homework question. Okay, if it is compounded monthly, you just solve this on your own. Okay, if it is compounded monthly, that's it. That can also be asked. Okay, if it is compounded monthly. Yes, good morning, Mohan. Happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to all students. Right, chalo, next question. A family wishes to attend a party 150 km away from their home. They travel at an average speed of 50 km per hour and return at a speed of 75 km per hour. What is the average speed for the whole journey? What is the average speed for the whole journey? Tell me. Okay, a family wishes to attend a party which is 150 km away from their home. Now see, okay, they go to the party. It's like, okay, they go from home, okay, with some speed s1. They travel at an average speed of 50 km per hour, okay, to the party and return at some speed s2 at the speed of 75 km per hour. What is the average speed for the whole journey? What is the average speed for the whole journey? What is the average speed for the whole journey? Krishna says answer 60. Lucky says 12.3. That is 60. Okay, Rahil also says 3. I see. I'll explain you the logic also. But remember a simple case. Whenever you travel same distance, because distance from here home to party, that is fixed. Okay. So whenever you are traveling same distance, okay, but with different speeds. Whenever you travel same distance with the different speeds, okay, then the final average speed, the final average or mean speed is actually, okay, calculated as harmonic mean of S1 and S2. Okay, the average mean, the average speed here is the harmonic mean between S1 and S2, and that is 2S1 S2 divided by S1 plus S2. 2S1 S2. Okay, that is 2 into the first speed is given as 50 and next is 75 divided by sum of them, which is 125. Okay, so let's see the cancellations, like 3 5th 10, 3 to 10, yeah, 60, correct. 60 is the correct answer. Option number 3, option number C, correct. Because this average speed, how do you actually calculate average speed? Average speed is known as total distance taken, which was given and not required. Total distance 150 is a useless data here, not required. Okay, total distance, speed is what? Distance upon time. So when there are different speeds given, okay, I travel one part with this speed, I travel this part with another speed. So what is the average speed? So it will always given by total distance divided by total time. Total distance is to be divided by total time. Okay, now what is the total distance here? D plus D. Suppose same distance, 150 plus 150, let it be D plus D. Okay, what is the total time? Okay, time is distance divided by speed. The time is given by distance divided by speed. Okay, time, the first time, okay, you can write this way. Okay, the first time is T1, second time is T2, because speeds are different, time will be different. So now this becomes D plus D divided by D upon S1 plus D divided by S2. Time is distance by speed. So that is why this DD will cancel. It is actually 2 divided by 1 plus 1, 2 upon 1 upon S1 plus 1 upon S2. This is what is the harmonic mean formula. On simplifying, you get 2S1 S2 upon S1 plus S2. That 150 or whatever, it is not required. Okay, it is not required. The correct answer is 60. Please check out, some of you are telling 62. No, it is coming out to be exact 60. Okay, it is turning out to be exact 60. Okay. Now see, a train moving at a speed of 90 km per hour crosses a pole in 7 seconds. What is the length of the train? Now, train crossing a pole. Okay, pole or any fixed object it can be. Okay, any fixed point. This is like a fixed point. It could be pole, it could be tree, it could be telegraph post, anything can be given. What is the time taken in such scenario? Okay. Yes, I'm planning microprocessor. Mostly we'll try to have one practice session on microprocessors also. Okay, microprocessor. So now train is moving at the speed of 90. Okay, it crosses a pole. Now see, whatever is this point, suppose consider this as your fixed point. Okay, and say this is your train. This is the engine of the train, this is the back of the train. Okay, what does it mean by crossing a fixed point? Okay, the time, okay, when the engine is at the fixed point and the train fully passes, that means the back of the train should be here. Okay, the back of the train should be here. Then it is said to fully cross this fixed point. Okay, that means how much is the distance traveled by a train in such a scenario? Okay, how much is the distance traveled by the train is equal to, okay, is equal to the engine here. Okay, this much, that is the difference between engine and the back of the train, that is known as the length of the train. Okay, suppose L. Okay, the length of the train is suppose L, then the distance traveled, okay, to cross the point is equal to its own length. Is equal to its own length. Okay, right, is equal to its own length. What is distance? Okay, what is the distance? Speed into time. Okay, now just use the formula. Distance is speed into time. What is the distance is length? Is speed into time. That is what. Okay, from here you will get the length of the train. From here you will get the length of the train. How much? What is the speed of the train given? Now be very careful. The length is required in meters. The time is given in second, but distance, the speed is given 90 kilometer per hour. Okay, 90 kilometer per hour. Remember here, 1 kilometer per hour is actually 5 by 18 meter per second. Please use this. 5 by 18 meter per second. Okay, why so? Because 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. Okay, 1 hour, every hour has 60 minutes and every minute has 60 seconds. Okay, so when you calculate this, you will get 5 by 18 when you simplify. Okay, so accordingly, we'll have to be consistent with the unit. So speed is not 90, 90 into 5 by 18. Okay, meter per second, because length is required in meter. So now the speed is in meter per second into time, which is given in 7 seconds. Okay, so second, consistent unit. Okay, so 18, 90 by 5, 90 by 18 is 5, 25, 25 into 7, 175. How much? Meters. 175 meters. Option number C. Unit conversion will be important mostly in all these train based question, right? All these train based question. Good to know that, Mohan Piniti. All the best for your exams. Yeah, 175. Correct answer here. Okay, 175 is the very correct answer here. Okay, next. Yeah, now think the train crossing a platform and train crossing another train. The train crossing one platform or the train crossing another train, how to deal with this question. Okay. How are we going to deal with this question? Okay, let's take this. The length of a train is 100 meter more than the length of a platform. Now let's understand first what will be the time taken, okay, by the train to cross a platform now, which is fixed. Okay, there will be some length of the platform, let's say LP. Okay, now it's not only platform, it could be tunnel as well, or it could be bridge as well, anything. Okay, right, it's a fixed object. Okay, but length comparable to the length of the train. Okay, right, earlier case it was tree, okay, or a pole. Okay, and it does not have any length. I mean, it's very small as compared to the length of the train, but here length of the train and length of the platform both will come. Now, what is the meaning when the train crosses it? Okay, suppose, okay, it has to be calculated as the moment, okay, when the engine of the train about to enter the platform. This is back. Okay, then the train has to completely pass. Okay, that means the back should be seen here. Okay, the back of the train crossing the entire platform. Okay, so from here to here, how much has to be the distance traveled? You have to make it logically. From here to there, how much is the distance traveled by the train? From here to the here, how much is the distance traveled by the train? Is equal to the length of the platform plus, okay, the length of the train also. The length of the train. Okay, so length of platform plus length of the train, this is the total distance traveled by the train in such scenario. Okay, the train is traveling, okay, with some speed s1. Okay, so use again distance is speed into time. Okay, for platform, a tunnel or bridge, any of this case, the length of platform plus length of train is equal to the speed of the train into time taken. Okay, this is one case. Now, okay, train crossing another train. Okay, train crossing another train. Okay, here I will rather use the concept of relative speed. Okay, suppose this is train 2, okay, train T2 suppose, okay, and this is some train T1. Okay, this is the engine, this is the back. Okay, and both traveling in opposite direction. Okay, this is traveling with speed s1, this is traveling here with the speed s2. Okay, the length of the second train is suppose L2, the length of the first train is suppose L1. Okay, right. So here, okay, assume the train 2 to be stationary. Okay, and we can use the concept of relative speed. Okay, right. What is the relative speed of T1 train with respect to T2 train? Okay, because they are traveling in opposite direction, the relative speed is added. It is S1 plus S2. It is S1 plus S2. And when you consider relative speed of T1, you can assume the second is stationary. Okay, second is stationary. So again, when you use the formula distance into time, if it is stationary, it is like a platform case. Okay, it is like a platform case which is stationary. How much is the distance to be traveled by the train? Length of the train plus length of the platform. Here, how much is the distance traveled by this train? Length L1 plus length L2. Okay, L1 plus L2 is equal to which speed? Relative speed of the train number 1, that is S1 plus S2. Okay, multiplied by T. Multiplied by T. Okay, multiplied by T. Correct? Okay, right. Acha, if the trains were traveling in opposite direction, if trains are there in opposite direction, okay, then the relative speed is the subtraction of them. Okay, and in this case, the length L1 plus L2 will be traveled with the relative speed S1 minus S2, okay, in time t. This is the formula. Okay, now this is the set of formulas that you are going to use here. Okay, now one by one, the length of the train A, okay, the length of the train A, suppose L1 is 100 meter more than the length of platform. That means this L1 is 100 meter more than the length of the platform. Length of platform, suppose LP. Okay, chalo. What is the time taken by train A to cross train B traveling in opposite direction? Okay, if the speed of the train B, okay, that means S2 is 70 kmph, kilometer per hour, and the speed of the train T1, train A, that is S1, is 90 kilometer per hour, and the time taken by train A and train B to cross same platform. Okay, now platform case is there. Okay, the time taken. Now in platform case, what is the time taken? Time taken in platform case, if I want to write down the time formula, length of platform plus length of train divided by the speed of the train. Correct. So time taken will be the length of the train plus length of the platform divided by the speed of the train. Okay, the time taken by train A and train B both is given. Okay, right. So T1 by train A, how much is the time given? 24, and that is equal to the length of the train A, suppose L1, okay, plus length of platform divided by the speed of the first train 90. Okay, but again, please mind that, okay, the time is given in seconds. So this 90 kmph, 90 into 5 by 18, everything I'll convert to meter per second. Everything I'll convert to meter per second. Okay, acha, what is the relation between L1 and LP? Okay, that also I'll use here. Okay, so I'll put it here, 24 into 90 into 5 by 18, okay, is equal to L1 plus LP. What is LP? I will replace as L1 minus 100. From here, LP is L1 minus 100. Okay, so from here, I am going to get how much? This is again cancelled with 5, 25, 5, 5, 25, okay, into 24, 600, okay, plus 100, 700, divide by 2. L1 is 350. Okay, just recheck the calculation once. L1 is 350. Okay, L1 is 350. Now time T2. Okay, the time taken by train A and train B to cross same platform is 24 and 36. So second time given is 36, and that should be the length of the train 2, that is L2 plus LP, okay, upon the speed of the train 2 is 70. Acha, what is going to be LP now? Okay, what is going to be LP now? L1 minus 100 from here, L1 minus 100, that is 250 because L1 was 350. Okay, so 36 into 70 into 5 divided by 18. Okay, this is the length of the train L2 plus platform length, which is known as 250. So from here I'll get L2. This will be cancelled as how much? Twice. Okay, so 10, 700 minus 250. Okay, how much is left? 450 meters. Okay, the length L2 is 450 meters, the length L1 is 300 meters. Okay, 350 meters. Correct? Oh, sorry. Yeah, opposite direction was already done. This was with respect to same direction. Okay, this was opposite direction. We have taken S1 plus S2 only, Karthik. Correct. Okay, I think I've written there wrong. My intent was to opposite direction is already solved here. S1 plus S2. The question is in opposite direction only. Okay, time taken by train A to cross train B traveling in the opposite direction. Okay, right. Now, what is this time going to be? Time taken by train A to cross train B in opposite direction. Okay, train traveling in opposite direction. What is the time formula I will use from here? L1 plus L2 upon S1 plus S2. Everything is known to me now. L1 plus L2 divided by S1 plus S2. Okay, and we'll get the final answer. Okay, L1 plus L2, okay, that is 350 plus 450 divided by sum of the speeds is 160 but into 5 by 18. Okay, meter per second. So that we'll get the final answer in seconds. Okay, so this is how much? 800. 800 by 165. Okay, so 18 going here. No, 5 also cancelled. This 5 cancelled. This is 800. Yeah, so 18 only going up. 18 seconds. Option number D. Fourth answer. Okay. Yes, Rahil, correct answer. 14D. Okay, so train versus platform, or platform could be replaced by a bridge or a tunnel. Okay, anything of that kind. Okay, this also has been explained through this case. Done? Okay. Yes, Thanusha, correct answer. 18. Next question. Okay, time and work. Okay. A can lay railway track between two given stations in 16 days and B can do the same job in 12 days with the help of C that did the job in 4 days only. The C alone can do the job in how much time? C alone can do the job in how much time? C alone can do the job in how much time? Tell me. C alone can do the job in how much time? Let's check it out. Okay. Now see, the simple way to deal with these questions is the method of efficiency. Okay. Okay. In time and work, two concepts. One is efficiency and one is men into days. Okay. If you know this, you can handle the questions. Okay. Now, A can lay the railway track between two given stations in 16 days. Okay. A can do the, understand here, A will take how much time? A will take 16 days of time. Okay. A will take 16 days of time. Okay. So, what is the A's efficiency? Okay. A's efficiency. Efficiency means what? Work done by A. Okay. In 1 day. Okay. Or 1 unit of time. Suppose sometimes the data may be in terms of hours or in terms of months. Okay, so whatever is the unit of time given in the question. Okay, so if A is able to do total work in 16 days, how much work he will do in 1 day? That will be 1 by 16. Assume total work as 1. Okay, the work done is 1 by 16. Okay, in 1 day. Okay, right. B can do the same job in 12 days with the help of C that did the job in 4 days. Okay, then C alone can do the job in how much days? Okay, now let's say C alone can do the job in n days. C alone can do the job in n days. That is what is my question. C alone can do the job in how many days? Suppose n days. Okay, they have, with the help of C, they did the job. Together the job is done in 4 days. In such case, first I explained you what is efficiency. Okay, now I will write down, okay, something known as total or net efficiency. Okay, if A, B, C are working together, every 1 day they will contribute to the total work. Na? A will contribute how much? 1 by 16. Every single day A will contribute how much? 1 by 16. Every single day B will contribute how much? Now B can do the job in 12 days. So what is the efficiency of B? 1 by 12. Just have to add their efficiencies because they are working together. Okay. And C can do the job in n days. Okay. So what is the efficiency of C? 1 by n. Okay. This is their net efficiency. Now they have done with this net efficiency, they have done the job in 4 days. So what you are able to understand, efficiency is 1 upon total time taken. Okay, so what is the total net time taken? 4 days. And what is the total efficiency? This much. So this should be how much? 1 by 4. Okay, 1 upon total time taken. Efficiency is 1 upon time taken. So total efficiency is 1 upon the total time taken by them. Okay, and combining, they have done the job in 4 days. This is the concept to be used. Okay, answers I've already seen. It's a simple question, only those who know time and work. Okay, C is the answer that is already placed in the comment box. Okay, so yeah, you just have to solve from here. Okay, and I will get 1 by n is equal to 1 by 4 minus 1 by 16 minus 1 by 12. Okay, so 16, 12 and 4 LCM would be 48. Okay, so this will be 12 by 48, 1 by 4. Then 14, 80, 16 is 3 and 48 by 12 has to be 4. So total 5 by 48. This is the value of 1 upon n. Okay, so n, the time taken by C is 48 by 5. Okay, and yeah, 48 by 5, 9 cancel, 3 remainder. So in mixed fraction, it is 9, 3 by 5. Option number C is correct only. 9 and 3 by 5 is the correct answer. 9, 3 by 5. Option number C, very correct. Okay. Next, an oil tank can be filled by pipe X in 4 hours and pipe Y. Okay, so now this is a question on tank which can be filled by pipe X in 5 hours, pipe Y in 4 hours, each pump working on its own. Okay, when the oil tank is full and the drainage hole is open, okay, drainage hole, okay, the oil is drained in 20 hours. Now one is filling and one is draining. Okay, right, if the work is filling the pipe, filling the tank, draining is doing the opposite work. It is emptying the tank. Okay, this is what is known as concept of negative work, opposite work. This is the concept of negative work, opposite work. Okay, because there are two pipes who are trying to fill the tank, but there is a drainage hole, and if it is open, it is draining the tank. Okay, when the drainage hole is open and if the tank was full, it can be, the whole oil can be drained in 20 hours. Okay, right. If initially the tank was empty and someone started the two pumps together but left the drainage hole open, how many hours will it take? Okay, how many hours will it take for the tank to be filled? Okay, what is the total net time taken if multiple bodies are working? Okay, it is 1 upon net efficiency. What is the net efficiency here? Just have to write down this question in one line. What is the net efficiency here? Okay, right, pipe X. Okay, what is the efficiency of the pipe X? Take 5 hours. Efficiency 1 by 5. Okay, 1 by 5. Work done in 1 hour. Work done in 1 unit of time. Okay, pipe Y will take 4 hours. So how much filled in 1 hour? 1 by 4. 1 upon time taken. Just write down that efficiency. Okay, but drainage hole is also open. Okay, so and drainage hole will do the negative work. It is not filling, it is emptying. So in every 1 hour, okay, in every 1 hour, the same tank is also getting emptied. Okay, how much? Okay, the efficiency of drainage hole will be 1 upon time taken to full empty, and that is 20. So 1 by 20 will be the efficiency of the drainage hole. This will give you the net efficiency. This will give you net efficiency. Correct. LCM would be 20 only. This can be written as 4, then 5 and minus 1. Okay, so 8 divided by 20. This is the net efficiency. So time taken and efficiency are what? Reciprocal of each other, na? So 20 by 8, that is 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Where is that? Option number D. Option number D. 2.5 hours. 2.5. Okay. Next question. Okay. Now see, one was the concept of efficiency. Okay. In time and work, two important concepts are there. One is efficiency method and second is men into days method, when there are, groups or multiple people involved. Okay, there are two methods, commonly, if you know, almost every question of time and work you can solve here. Okay, that is the method of efficiency and method of time, men into days. Okay, what is the method of men into days is, see, simple. Okay, more men. Okay, now men here is a general word. It could be men, it could be women, it could be boys, it could be girls, it could be machines, it could be tractors, it could be bullocks, anything that does work. Okay, we simply name the concept as men into days, but the point is, okay, if I give you two scenario, in one scenario 5 men are there, another scenario 10 men are there. Okay, of course 10 men will do more job, na? Okay, so simply remember, work is proportional to number of men. Okay, I am again repeating, this is men. The question may be on women, or it could be boys, or it could mention girls, or it could mention machines, or anything that does work. Okay. Okay, but more men, okay, will do more work. Simple. Work is also proportional to number of days. Okay. The work you do in 1 day and the work you do in 5 days. In 5 days, you will do more work, na? Okay. More days will give you more work. Okay. The work is proportional to days also. Okay. Now, the simplest concept is, okay, simplest concept is work being proportional to men into days. Okay. Men into days. Or we write down work, removing the proportionality constant, we introduce a constant of proportionality, and men into days, we write m into d. Okay, but everything, this we are designing a formula. Okay, so everything is in our hand. Let's remove this constant of proportionality, assume k is 1. Okay, so we simply say work is m into d. Okay, so if work is m into d. Okay, right. So if two groups of people, they do the same work, okay, m1 d1 will be equal to m2 d2. That is what men into days. I will add one more thing here. Okay, I'll add up one more thing here. But let's complete this question. It was estimated that 52 men can complete a strip. It was estimated that 52 men can complete a strip in a newly constructed highway connecting the cities P and Q in 10 days. Okay, so what was the estimation? 52 men can complete the work in 10 days. But due to an emergency, 12 men were sent to another some project. Okay, how many number of days more than original estimate will be required to complete the strip? Now, still the same work has to be done. Okay, still the same work has to be done, and use the work as men into days. Okay, and same work has to be done, but now by remaining people. Use this m1 d1 equal to m2 d2. m1 d1 equal to m2 d2. Now, what is m1 d1? Okay, 52 men were supposed to complete the work in how many days? 10 days. But 12 were sent to another project. So how many are left for this project? How many are left for this project? 40 only. Now, because there are less people, it will take more time. Same work has to be done, but less people will take more time. Okay, if you have to do the same. Okay, so into how many days do they take? Let's calculate this. Okay, so this value of D2 will be, okay, this is 40, 520 by 40 is going to be 13 days. Okay, is going to be how much? 13 days. Okay, now see here. Now see here, interestingly, I have already seen in the chat box, there are two options that I see in the chat box, C or D. There are two answers I see in the chat box, C or D. Okay. And those who have answered D, which is not 13, they are actually correct. Okay, this is a question of concentration, okay, of detail, a peak detailing in the question. How many number of days more than original estimate? They are not asking how many number of days required. They are asking how many number of days more than original estimate. Okay, so what is the extra number of days? Actually, the project was supposed to be completed in 10 days, but now it is going to take 13 days. That means 3 days more than estimated time. They are asking how many number of days more than original estimate will be required. How many number of days more than original estimate will be required? Okay, it's D. Yes, Lalita, correct. So D has to be the actual answer rather than, this C. Correct. Now let's go to the next question. Okay. So see, now next thing that I will add on is, as I told you, work is proportional to men and work is proportional to days. Adding, okay, work is proportional to men, number 1 point. Work is proportional to days, number 2 point. Now what if there are two groups? Okay, there are two groups, but one of the group is working 5 hours daily, another group is working 10 hours daily. Definitely 10 hours daily means double the time, double the work. So it is not only number of days, it may also be working hours per day. Hours per day. Okay. And then suppose number of days, hours, everything is same, but one side I have 5 men, one side I have 5 women. Then also the amount of work will be different because men and women are not equally efficient. When I say only all men are there, so all men assume to be equally efficient. Okay, but men and women will have different rates of working. Or suppose one side men, one side machines. Okay, so they will have different efficiency of working. Okay, so time taken will accordingly vary. So work is also proportional to efficiency. More efficiency, more work. Okay, work is also proportional to efficiency. Okay, so finally, okay, take the work as, assuming constant of proportionality 1. Okay, normally in the simplest cases it is only M into D, but it can also sometimes involve H, it can also sometimes involve E. Okay, M, D, H, E. This is the total concept, okay, that you can take. Now read this question, teamwork question. This is also important question, that is why I am introducing the previous relation. Okay, 5 men can paint a building in 20 days. Okay, first there are 5 men only. Okay, they can paint the building in 20 days. 8 women can paint the same building in 25 days and 10 boys can paint it in 30 days. Okay, if a team has 2 men, 6 women and 5 boys, how long will it take to paint the building? How long will it take to paint the building? Tell me. How long will it take to paint the building? See, 5 men can paint the building in 20 days. Understand with me. Okay, 5 men can paint the building in 20 days. Okay, so first scenario, okay, what is the work? Okay, paint the building. This is the work. Okay, so this work is done, okay, by 5 men in 20 days. Okay, right. I am just going to use the work as, see, number of men. Number of men means again number of men or number of women or number of boys. 3 different things are given. Okay, right. Number of days are different given. Efficiency will be different here because one group is a men, one group is a women group, and one group is a boys group. All 3 will be having different efficiency, but nowhere they have written number of hours per day. If something is not given, we will assume all are working, suppose 8 hours daily. All are working, okay, same number of hours. So when the number of day H is not given, you need not use it. It will cancel anyways. So only use MDE. Okay, use work as MDE. Working hours not given means all will be working for equal hours. In the first scenario, how many men I have? 5 men. They can complete the work in 20 days. Okay, with some efficiency, suppose E1. Okay, men efficiency E1. Men efficiency E1. Let us assume women efficiency E2. Okay, so this is total 100 E1. Okay, second scenario, the same work, painting the building, is completed by 8 women. Okay, in how many days? 25 days with efficiency E2. Okay, so this becomes 200 E2. 200 E2. Okay, this becomes 200 E2. Okay, then third, the same work is done by a group of 10 boys. Okay, in 30 days. Okay, with some efficiency, suppose E3. Okay, the boys efficiency, suppose E3. Okay, so this becomes total 300 E3. Okay, now there comes a team based question. If a team has 2 men, 6 women and 5 boys, how long will it take to paint the building? Okay, so work done has to be same. Okay, and this work done will be equal to work done by 2 men, okay, Working for how long will it take? Okay, how long will it take to paint the building? Suppose D days. Okay, so 2 men working for D days with efficiency E1. Okay, 6 plus, because it's a team, so they will add, they are working together. 6 women working for D days with efficiency E2, and 5 boys working for again D days with their efficiency E3. Okay, this is the work done combined when the team has 2 men, 6 women, and 5 boys. Acha. Now, this work I'll substitute as 100 E1. Convert everything to E1. Acha, can't we find the relation here between E1, E2, E3? 100 E1 is 200 E2. All these are same work, na? Is 300 E3. Okay, or I can write down E1 is equal to 2 E2 and is also equal to 3 E3. Okay, so what is my work done? Okay, 100 E1 is equal to 2 E1 plus 6 E2. D is common. E2. What is E2? E1 by 2. Convert everything to E1. E1 by 2. And what is E3? E3 will be E1 by 3. So 5 E3, 5 E1 by 3 whole multiplied by D. Okay. So what is left is, now see, E1, E1, E1 common, cancelled here, not required. 100 is equal to, this is 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5 by 3. 100 is equal to 5 plus 5 by 3 into D. Okay, or 100 is equal to 15 plus 5, 20 by 3 into D. What is the value of D? Okay, this is cancelled as 5, 5, 3, 15. Okay, it takes D days of time where D will be equal to 15. Option number D. Option number D is the correct answer. Right, 18th answer D. Yes, Lucky correct, Rahil Ahmed correct, Dorador correct, 18th D answer. Any confusion you can mention. This one is the answer to question number 18. All okay? Yeah, 19th. Okay, a simple one. Find the logarithm 256 to the base 2 root 2. I wanted to do it without calculator so that we start, writing down some log results and properties that can be useful for you. Okay, question is, find the logarithm of this value 256 to the base 2 root 2. To the base 2 root 2. Okay, to the base 2 root 2. Now, this is equal to how much? That is the question. Without calculator. I want you to do it without calculator. See here. Okay, the point is, okay, let me write down, both are related as 2 power. Now, what is 256? Is 2 power 8. 256 is 2 power 8. And what is 2 root 2? Okay, root 2 is power half. So 2 into 2 power 1 and 2 power half, when you multiply power, will add. So base is like 2 power 3 by 2. Base is like 2 power 3 by 2. Okay. Now from here I will tell you two methods. Method number 1 and method number 2. Both are easy only. Okay. Both are easy only. Okay. For method number 1, I will write down the required set of property. Now see, whenever, dear, you have log of any number b power m, okay, or log of any number a power m to the base b, okay, any power over the number gets multiplied outside, that is log a to m log a to the base b. Okay, but if it is log a to the base b power m, if there is, okay, a power over the base, okay, then that is divided outside. We write 1 by m log a to the base b. Okay, this is one point to be noted, this is one point to be noted. Next point to be noted is log of, okay, a to the base b can also be written as log a divided by log b to any common base, say base 10. Okay, it can also be written as log a by log b. Okay, acha. Then two more things which are going to be very useful is, okay, is what? Log of, okay, a into b, okay, is split as log a plus log b, and definitely log of A by B, okay, will be split as log A minus log B, right? Correct. Now see, so that's one telling. I can give you two methods to solve it. Number one, okay, there is a power, okay, over the number, okay, that will come outside, and there is a power over the base that will be divided outside. So 8 divided by 3 by 2 log 2 to the base 2. Acha. Then obviously you should know that whenever it is log A to the base A only, it will be 1. Okay, right. Log of 1 to any base, okay, will always be 0. Okay. So log of A to the base A, log 2 to the base 2 will be 1. So answer is 2 going above, 8 to 16 by 3, and log 2 to the base 2 will be 1. 16 by 3 is the answer. Okay. Our second method is log of 2 power 8 to the base 3 by 2. I can first write this way, log of 2 power 8 divided by log of 2 power 3 by 2. I told you, na, this one. Log A to the base B can be written as log A by log B separately to any common base. Okay. So I can write this as how much? Now again this power come outside, so it is 8 log 2. Okay, this power also comes outside, so this is 3 by 2 log 2. Log 2 cancel, 8 upon 3 by 2, 2 going above, 16 by 3. 16 by 3. Anyways, you should know this, correct? Option number C, 16 by 3. Option number C is the correct option. Okay, done it is. Yes, ready, Prasad. Yeah, see, already like in core subject machines and power electronics done. Very soon, you will get within a day or two. You just stay connected and say subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any information. Within a day or two, power systems. Okay, and also a separate session for utilization. Okay, will also be taken up. Okay, so this is going to happen very soon. We'll plan for electric circuits also. Okay, we'll discuss with the team. Next question, number 20. Okay. If log of x plus y to the base 2 is 3 and log x to the base 2 plus log y to the base 2 is 2 plus log 3 to the base 2, what is the value of x and y? See here, how do you simplify this statement first of all? Okay, what is given here? Log of x plus y to the base 2 is equal to 3. Is equal to 3. Okay, so what is x plus y from here? See, whenever you have to eliminate, understand this point, whenever you have to eliminate the log, you have to take exponent on the other side. Okay, exponent and log are inverse function. Na? Okay, you have to take exponent on the other side. Okay, but exponent to the base what? Base, if the base of log is 2, the base of exponent is also 2. 2 raised to the power 3. 2 raised to the power 3. Okay, 2 raised to the power 3. This is what you should be very clear. Okay, I'll write this way. If you are solving log of x to any base a and this is y, so what is x? If I have to eliminate log, that will be a power y. Okay, this is the base of exponent, this is the base of log, a power y. Okay, that is what I have done. Okay, so 2 power 3 has to be written. Okay, which is 8. That is one relation. X plus y is 8. Okay, so that means option number B or D. At least that is sorted. Okay, now next one, next relation here. Okay, left hand side. Okay, same base, na, base 2. So log x plus log y. I can combine and write log xy. I can combine and write log xy is equal to 2 plus log 3. Now see 2. Okay, if I want to again simplify and use a property, what can I say is this 2 I am writing as 2 log 2 to the base 2. Okay, then plus log 3 to the base 2. Understand here. Okay, what is log 2 to the base 2 is 1. Log 2 to the base 2 is 1. Okay, so it's like 2 into 1, which is fair enough. Okay, now the second equation is log xy is equivalent to how much? Okay, now this 2 will go inside. Okay, step by step. So this 2 will go inside, it will become power. Okay. And then again I can use log a plus log b, log a into b. So left side log to the base 2 xy, right side log to the same base 2 only. Okay, 2 square into 3. That means x into y is how much? 4 into 3, that is 12. Okay. So product has to be 12, sum has to be 8. Then it is not B answer. It is not B answer. Okay. X plus y is 8, x into y is 12. Okay. Sum has to be 8 and product has to be 12. It goes as 6 and 2. It goes as 6 and 2 or 2 and 6. Both are the solutions. Okay. X equal to 2, y equal to 6. Okay. Or x6 and y2 also correct, but only one such possible option they will write. Okay. Correct answer is D. Yes. Correct answer is D. Yes, Venkat. Correct. Rahil correct. Kirtana Lakshmi correct. Lucky correct. D answer. For the 12th one, it has to be the D answer. Okay. Next one, number 21. If q power minus a is 1 upon r power minus b is 1 upon s, and s power minus c is 1 upon q, what is the value of a, b, c? What is the value of a, b, c? Let's do that. What is the value of a, b, c? Let's do this. Okay. So q power minus a, okay, q power minus a is 1 upon r, and 1 upon r means r power minus 1. Okay, so both side negative power I will cancel and I can write this way. Q power a is r power 1. I want a. Okay, the value of ABC means I want a. Okay, now it is given in the form of exponent. Let's take the log now. Okay, you can take the log now. Okay, so if you want a, that will be equal to log r to which base? Base q. Okay, I'm just using the reverse of this. Okay, if I want y, I will take log of x on the other side to the base a. If I want that power, okay, that is a here. Log r to the base q. Okay, log r to the base q. Okay, right. Next calculation, r power minus b is equal to 1 by s, and 1 by s means s inverse. So again, negative power you cancel. R power b is equal to s, and b will be taken as, b has to be taken as what? Log of s to the base r. Okay, and the last part, s raised to the power minus c is 1 upon q, which means q inverse power cancel. S power c is equal to q power 1, and c is equal to log q to the base s. Log q to the base s. Okay, so what is the value of ABC? The value of ABC is equal to log r to the base q. Now what is this value? Log r to the base q can be split as log r upon log q. This can be further written as log s, everything assuming to the common base, upon log r, and this can be further written as log q divided by log s. So now if I substitute this data, okay, the first one is log r upon log q, second one is log s upon log r, third one is log of q divided by log of s. Okay, now see, everything getting cancelled, log s cancel, q cancel, r cancel, everything cancelled, and the final answer is 1. That is option number C here. Option number C. Yes, 21 answer is C. Correct, Venkat, Lalita, Rahil Ahmed. Okay, Kirtana Lakshmi, correct. 21 answer is C. Okay. Right. Now, some basic number systems and tricks. Okay. Some basic number system and tricky questions which can be important for you. Find the number of zeros at the end of 3000 factorial. Now see, number of zeros at the end of any number is equal to, number of zeros at the end is equal to highest power of 10 in that number. Okay, is equal to highest power of 10, and that is further equal to highest power of 5. Okay, highest power of 10 is factorized as 5 into 2. Okay, and the final answer, I'm giving you the final result, that will be equal to highest power of 5. Okay, now highest power of 5 in 3000 factorial. Okay, how it is calculated? How it is calculated for 3000 factorial? See here, first I'll tell you HP. HP means highest power. Okay, highest power of a prime number. The method is actually for a prime number. Highest power of a prime number in factorial n is equal to number one method. Okay, is equal to number one method. What is number one method? Number one method is, okay, divide n by p and take the integral part of the answer. Then divide n by p square. Okay. Okay, right. Then divide n by p cube. Okay, till you get the result as 0. And this bracket function means take the integral part of the answer. This is known as integral part or floor function. Floor is something that is below you. Floor is something that is below that given number, and that is the integral part of the number. Okay. And method number 2, okay, method number 2 is a division table. Okay, right, is a division table. I'll explain you both now. Okay, suppose, okay, before I go back to the previous question, suppose the question was highest power of 3 in what? Suppose highest power of 2 in suppose 5 factorial. Highest power of 2 in 5 factorial. Highest power of 2, or even I can make it a little big factorial. Let's take it as highest power of 3 in factorial 6. Okay, in the factorial 6. Now see, what is the value of factorial 6? Factorial 6 is a small number. Okay, it is a small number. You can think directly also, but you can't think for 3000 factorial. Impossible. Okay, it is 720. Okay, 6 factorial is 720. Now 720 is first of all how much? Okay, 72 into 10. Okay, 72 if you divide by 3, or if you can divide by 9 rather, 9 into 8 into 10. Okay, I'm just trying to factorize, okay, this 720. Now see, this 8 is 2 cube, 9 is 3 square, okay, and 10, now 10 again contains a 2 and 5. I'm trying to factorize it into prime factors. I'm trying to factorize it through prime factors. Okay, and that is equal to how much? That is equal to 2 power 4. 8 will become 8 power 3 into 2. 2 power 4 into 3 square into 5. 2 power 4 into 3 square into 5. Okay, 2 power 4 into 3 square into 5. This is what is going to be the result. Okay, so what is the highest power? If I asked you what is the highest power of 2, it is 4. Okay, after complete factorization, highest power of 3 is 2. What is the highest power of 5 is 1. Okay, understood. So what is the highest power of 3 in factorial 6? Okay, as I told you, according to the method, highest power of 3 in factorial 6, okay, is given by, okay, this is n value, this is the p value. Okay, divide by 3. Okay, then divide by 9. Okay, divide by p square, etc. till you get a 0. But stop here. 6 by 3 is 2. Okay, what is the integral part of 2? Is 2 only. It's perfect integer. 6 by 9, okay, is 0.67. Okay, and what is the integral part of 0.67 is 0. And I told you as soon as you get 0, you have to stop here. So final answer is 2 only. Final answer is 2 only. And that is what you see, highest power of 3 in the given number is 2. But 6 factorial, everybody knows it is 720. It is a small number. Okay, you can solve it directly, but you can't solve 3000 factorial. If I give you even a big number, 20, 30 factorial also, you can't solve manually. Okay, but just what is the meaning of that statement? That is what I am trying to tell you. Now, for the same question, what is the division table? What did I mean by division table? Okay, in the division table, you have to only consider the quotient because we are only taking the integral part, na? Consider quotient, and if there is any remainder, that extra part, please discard. Okay, so see here. Okay, 6 divide by 3. 6 by 3, 2. Correct? No remainder. Okay, now again divide by 3. Okay, 2 divide by 3. 2 is less than 3, cannot be divided. So how much is the quotient? 0. Okay, remainder I don't write down. Okay, and whenever you get 0 here, okay, that is the point to stop. And the answer is sum of all these questions. That is, answer is 2. Answer is 2. Normally we'll follow the division table only. So I'll come back to my question. The question was number of zeros at the end of 3000 factorial. Okay, that is actually highest power of 10. Okay, 10 is not a prime number, so we apply the method on 5 and 2, and we just prove a result, not required to prove here. Highest power of 5 will always be less than highest power of 2, and that will be the answer. Okay, that minima one. So you just, I'm telling you the final result. Whenever number of zeros at the end, question is there, calculate highest power of 5 in factorial 3000. And how will we do that? Okay, that will be obtained by dividing 3000 by 5. Just now I explained you that division table. Okay, 3000 by 5. How much it is? Okay, 600. Divide by 5 again, 120. Divide by 5 again, 24. Divide by 5. Now 24 cannot be divided by 5. Okay, so quotient will be 4. Okay, perfect. If you divide, the integral part will be 4, and extra 4 will be remainder. That I don't want. Don't write down the remainder. Now 4 by 5. 4 is less than 5. So quotient will be 0. At 0, I told you to stop, and this is the answer. The answer will be the sum of all these questions. That is 720, 744, 748. The answer for the question is 748. That means when I am going to, okay, suppose I calculate the value of 3000 factorial. In that 3000 factorial, at the end, I will see 748 zeros. 748 zeros. 26 or 27. Which case you are telling, Venkat? Okay. Right. This is what is the answer here. Okay. So number of zeros is always corresponding to final result. You have to remember highest power of 5. And to calculate highest power of any prime number in factorial n, the division table. I told you two methods, but follow division table, because for longer number, this this formula will also take a bit of time. So directly go for division table. Easier. That will be easier. Okay. Number of zeros. No, number of zeros means highest power of 10 actually, but that will be always equivalent to highest power of 5, Venkat. That is what we have to calculate here finally. Looks like a big question. Let me see, can you answer on your own here? Okay, find the units digit of 187979, okay, raised to the power 22,356. Raised to the power 22,356. Okay. It's a few seconds question, may look like a very big number, and number will be beyond the range of calculator as well. Please mind it. Okay. I'll tell you the details, but if you know to solve, it's a few seconds question. How it is a few seconds question? Okay, the unit digit of the whole answer, first of all, it will depend on the given units digit, that is 9 raised to the power given power. Still it is a big calculation, 9 power 22,356, we can't do it. Okay, but whether it is even or odd power, okay, it is ending with 6, it is a even power. Okay, it is a even power. Okay, what is the smallest even number you can think? 2. Whatever is the answer for 9 power 2 will be the answer for this question. 9 power 2, 81. What is the units place? 1. I told you it is few seconds actually. Told you it is few seconds. Actually, now let me tell you the point here. Okay, the point is when there is a question of this kind, units digit of some number x, y, z, etc. up to u raised to the power some number, okay, will only depend on u raised to the power n. Okay, you have to only see that u of the given number, u power n, and that too u. Now this units place can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are the decimal digits, na? Okay, this u can be divided into 3 cases. Okay, case number 1, when the units place is 0, 1, 5 or 6, okay, u power n will always end at u. Okay, I'm not proving the thing. 0 or 1 understood, but 5 square 25, 5 cube 125, 5 power 4 625, ending with 5 always. Similarly, 6 powers you take 6, 36, 206, sorry 216, 6 cube is 216, 6 power 4 is 1296, always will end at 6. U power n will always end with u. Okay, these 4 numbers, nothing to be done. I mean, if my question was something like this, if my question was, okay, 52616 raised to the power 4081. So as I told you, answer will depend on 6 power 4081, and this is like 6 power n, answer will always be 6. Any 6 power you take will always end with 6. Understood? So 0156, nothing to be done. Answer will be respectively 0156. Okay, case number 2. Okay, case number 2. Okay, take the u as 4 and 9. Just remember 3 cases. Okay, take the u as 4 and 9. Like 9 came in my question. Okay, whenever it is 4 and 9, there is always a cyclic period of 2. Okay, there is always a cyclic period of 2. The values are alternating in nature. Okay, the values are alternating in nature. Okay, you just have to check, okay, whether given power is even or odd. I'm not proving everything. Let's not spend that much of time in this practice session. Okay, but I'm just telling you still how to solve it fully. So whenever it is 4 or 9, just check the given power is even or odd. Okay, you see here, na, 4, then 16, 4 square, then 4 cube 64. Okay, then next 4 power 4, 256. So is it alternating or not? 4, 4, 4 will come up here. Here 6, 6, 6, alternate powers. Okay, every 4 power odd will be same answer, every 4 power even will give the same units place answer. Similarly for 9. What is 9 pattern? 9 square, 9 cube 729. Okay, 9 power 4, 6561. Okay, so 9, 9, 9 alternate, 1, 1, 1 alternate. Okay, alternate pattern. So just check whether the given power is even or odd. Okay, and the last case. Okay, when the units place is 2, 3, 7, 8. Remaining cases. Okay, remaining cases. Case number 3. Case number 3, when the units place is 2 or 3 or 7 or 8. Okay, in all such case, the cyclic period will be 4. Repetition after 4 units. You can try. Okay, but I am telling you a method where you don't have to remember the powers. You just remember cyclic period 4. Okay, and then what you are supposed to do here, check whether, okay, the given power, okay, is divisible by 4. Okay, is divisible by 4. Acha, now how do you check a number divisible by 4? Okay, only last 2 digits you have to check. If last 2 digits are divisible by 4, entire number is divisible by 4. Entire number is divisible by 4. Okay, if the last 2 digits are divisible by 4, entire number is divisible by 4. Okay, that is what is the intent. Entire number is divisible by 4. So now please see here. Okay, my previous question was, 9 power 2 to 356. What I checked, whether I told you, whenever it is 4 or 9, check whether the power is even or odd. Okay, I checked the power. It was an even power. Okay, right. And then think about the smallest even number, because answer for any even power will be same. So think about 9 power 2. Everybody knows 9 power 2 is 81. What is the units place? 1. Suppose the question was 204814 raised to the power, okay, some 5021. So as I told you, answer, you have to see what? You have to see this units place. Okay, answer will depend on 4 raised to the power 5021. Now you just have to check whether the power is even or odd. It is 5021, odd number, and answer for every odd power will be same. So why not think about the smallest odd power? Let it be any big power, but what is the smallest odd power that you can think? 1. What is 4 power 1? Is 4. That means units place is also 4. That is the answer. It may look like a, if you don't know this technique, it may look like a typical question because calculator will also not give you this answer, but it's a few seconds. Okay, especially the case number 1. Case number 1 to direct answer. Case number 2 also few seconds. Case number 3, little bit of effort. That too not time taking, but bit of effort. Okay. If the power is divisible by 4 or not, if it is not divisible, what to do? That's what I will tell you. Okay. Attempt this question. Find the unit digit of 3003 raised to the power 3003. Okay, and 1212 raised to the power 2100. Please do it. Please do it. Yeah. Yeah, let's continue. If you've got the answers, let me see. Okay, 7 and 6. Many of you are giving the answer as 7 and 6. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out. For the first one, 3003 raised to the power 3003. Okay. What I told you, the answer will depend first of all only on this units place given, that is 3. Okay, rest all are useless. Okay, so 3 power 3003. Okay, now check, I told you what, check whether the given power is divisible by 4 or not, and a number is divisible by 4 if last 2 digits are divisible by 4. Okay, so what are the last two digits? The last two digits are 0, 3. Okay, are they divisible by 4? No. Okay, if it was 0, 4, but think about the power smaller than that. If it is not divisible by 4, what to do? Think about the power less than that. Okay, which can be divided by 4, and that is 3000. Okay, can I split this as 3000 plus 3? Okay, 3000 ends with 0, 0, which is divisible by 4. Okay, now when a number is divisible by 4, you can write it as 4k. Okay, 3 power 4k and then plus extra 3. What I am trying to tell you, when I told cyclic period, CP, by CP I mean cyclic period. By CP I mean cyclic period, and cyclic period is the period for repetition. After every 4 values, the values are repeating. Suppose if I take a 2 example here. Okay, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 16, 2 power 5, 32. See, repeat. Okay, 2 power 5 is 32. This repeats. Okay, 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 cube, 3 power 4, 81, 3 power 5, 243. See, again repeats. After every 4 values, similarly for 7 and 8, it will 100% repeat. But I'm not asking you to remember this power, remember the final answer. Just what is the cyclic period? 4. Okay, and after every 4 value, the answer will repeat. Okay, so whatever is the answer for 3 power 3 will be same as 3 power 3 plus 4, again plus 4, another plus 4. When you keep adding power 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, it is not going to affect your answer, correct? So final answer will be only 3 power 3. What is 3 power 3? 27. Okay, answer is 7. I only want to write down units place answer. The first answer is 7. Many of you have given 7 only, correct? Good going. Okay, now next is 1212. Power 2100. First of all, only see this units place. Rest is useless. Okay, 2 power 2100. And 2 power 2100 will be how much? 2 power 2100. This time 2100 ends with 0, 0. Yes, it is perfect multiple of 4. Okay. So think about when the power is a perfect multiple of 4, think about the first multiple of 4. See, please don't take 2k equal to 0 here. Okay, because 2 power 0 is not a valid case. We are talking about positive integral power. Okay, I'll mention it here. Okay, we are talking about this, units place of this where n can be any power, okay, which is the natural number. It can be any big power also, but it's a perfect integral, positive integral power. Okay, so you can't take it as 0. Okay, so I'll take the first multiple of 4. And what is the first multiple of 4 is 4. 2 power 4 is 16. 16 ends with 6. 16 ends with 6. So 7 and 6 respectively are the correct answer. 7 and 6 respectively are the very correct answers. Okay. Right. If this is clear, I'll leave you 2 questions as homework. Number 1. Okay. 2008 raised to the power 5371. And next question 49617, okay, raised to the power 5181. Think about this. These are the 2 homeworks for you, okay, based on 8 and 7, which again follows in the case number 3, cyclic period of 4. Cyclic period of 4, okay. Next question. Hope this is clear to you. Next question, a remainder based. Find the remainder when 11 power 100 is divided by 7. When the 11 power 100 is to be divided by 7, find the value of the remainder. Now see here, okay, the question is like, find the remainder, suppose R, when 11 power 100 divided by 7. Okay, first of all, okay, when a single 11 is divided by 7, forget the power. When a single 11 itself is more than 7. Okay, what is 11? Okay, 11 is 7 plus 4. Okay, the 7 will be divided, 4 is the remainder. So when 11 is divided by 7, okay, the remainder will be 4. Okay, that is why first of all make the problem simple. See, okay, if remainder when a number A divided by D is suppose R, okay, then remainder A power n divided by D is equal to the remainder when R power n divided by D. Okay, you can replace the number A by its individual remainder. Okay, that is one thing to be used here. Okay, this is on pattern only. So first of all, again I'll write remainder 11 by 7 is 4. That means remainder when 11 power 100 is divided by 7 will be same as the remainder when 4 power 100 is divided by 7. When 4 power 100 is divided by 7, but what is this? For this we'll have to observe pattern. Okay, in case of remainder, I can't give you any fixed cyclic period. Of course, some period will come here, some pattern will be built, some cyclicity will come. In divisions also, some cyclicity will come. That means some repetition will come, but after how much time, that I can't generalize. In unit place, there are only 3 cases, but here it depends on number to number. So first, when 4 is divided by 7, 4 power 1 I'll start. Okay, answer will be 4. 4 is less than 7, can't be divided. So entire answer will be the left out answer. Okay, next, when 4 square is divided by 7, what is 4 square? 16. Okay, 16. 14 is cancelled. 14 will be divided by 7. 2 will be the remainder. Okay, remainder when 4 cube divided by 7. 4 cube is how much? 64. 64 divided by 7. Now, 64 is 63 plus 1. 63 is divisible by 7. Nah? 63 will be divisible by 7. Extra 1 is the remainder. And now, whenever you get remainder equal to 1, you can stop there. Whenever you get remainder 1, you can stop there. Cyclic period will be equal to, how much power was there on the left side? 4 power 3. Cyclic power period will be 3. Why? Because if you do the next calculation, 4 power 4, 4 power 4 is 256. When you divide 256 by 7, 252 will be divisible. 210 plus 42. Okay, this will again give the remainder 4. 252 will be divisible, 4 will be the remainder. Okay, which is same as this. So repetition started. Next again will be 2, next again will be 1. Okay, right. Next again will be 2, next again will be 1. So at any stage, if you get a remainder of 1, you can stop there. Okay, what power was there? 3. Cyclic period will be 3. Okay, cyclic period will be 3. Now, in this question, I will say that cyclic period is equal to 3. Okay, in this question, I will say that cyclic period is equal to 3. Okay, now if cyclic period is 3, so check the given power. This time you have to check, okay, whether the power is divisible by 3 or not. Okay, now see, my question was 11 power, sorry, my final question was 4 power 100 by 7. Okay, so I'm telling you what, check whether the power is divisible by 3. Is 100 divisible by 3? No, 99 is divisible by 3. How is a number divisible by 3? Sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. But it's a small number, you can guess it out. 99. 100 is not divisible, 99 is divisible by 3. So I will split as 99 plus 1. Then I can say that remainder of 4 power, this 99 is divisible by 3, so it can be written as 3k plus 1 by 7. Now, when I told cyclic period is 3, what I meant by cyclic period 3? That after every 3 values, answer will repeat. So, whatever is the answer for 4 power 1, okay, 4 power 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3 plus 3, 1 plus any number of times you add 3, answer will not change because of cyclicity. Okay, so the answer will be same as 4 power 1 by 7. Remainder when 4 power 1 is divided by 7, and 4 divided by 7, 4 is less than 7, can't be divided, the remainder itself will be 4. This first calculation. Answer for the question is 4. Correct, Lucky. Answer for this question is 4. So you can expect questions on these patterns also, patterns of unit digit or patterns of remainder. Patterns of unit digit, pattern of remainder, and etc. Okay. Okay, done. Next question. Okay. Acha, geometry and mensuration. Interesting question. Okay, I'll switch the gears right now. I'll come back to this mensuration or geometry questions after some time. Let's go to, okay, few non-verbal reasoning questions. Let's go to few non-verbal reasoning questions. Please answer this. Okay, few non-verbal reasoning and then some logical reasoning questions also will go. Then we'll come back to geometry and mensuration after some time. Yeah, do this one. Three of the following figures A, B, C, D are different from the question figure Q. Okay, this is the question. There is some question figure named as Q. Okay, Q. Okay, now three are different. Okay, select the option that is similar to the question figure. Okay, that is similar. Okay, can you make out what is the intent of this question? That is what this non-verbal reasoning will be. Okay, about images, about any type of question from images. See, what has to be the answer here? Come on, tell me. Which is similar. Okay, so similar means having the same shape. Okay, or it may be rotated. Okay, rotation. Okay, it can be placed anywhere. But there is one object I give you. You can place it any ways you want, but it should be the same object. Okay, so suppose if I rotate it clockwise, okay, then only this arrow will come up here. But when you rotate it clockwise, this dot should have come here. Okay, so these two are not the same picture. Okay, right. When you rotate it one more time clockwise, then also this dot should have come up here. Okay, no, now this is vertically placed, only the dot comes up here. This is totally different. Okay, totally different. Now see, that is what you are going, some of you are giving answer as C. It is not C. It is not C. Suresh has given D. Okay, if I rotate it anti-clockwise, okay, if I rotate anti-clockwise, okay, I'll directly mention here, from here to here, you just rotate this anti-clockwise. Okay, so it will go this way and this circle, this dot will remain at the top. The dot will remain at the top. D, not C. D, 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 D. D is the correct answer. Okay, or maybe you are mentioning the option C. Okay, right. If you are mentioning option as C, that is okay. Understood the intent. Okay, if you are mentioning option as C, that is correct. C option, okay, which is equal to figure D. That is okay. If that was the intent of what you people are telling. Okay, correct. Option number C, image number D. Understood, na? Understood? Options had been shuffled actually. Correct. Understood, na? It has to be the same object. Next question. Now let's see. Now here three were same, three were different and one same figure we had to obtain. Next is, okay, a very common question, odd man out. Okay, three of the four figures follow a certain pattern and they form a group. Okay, you have to find the odd one out which does not follow the pattern. Okay, what the three figures are following. Think carefully. Okay, and answer here. Think carefully and answer here. Three of the four figures follow a certain pattern. Okay, follow a certain pattern. What is that certain pattern? Tell me. Tell me. (32A) answer, that means C. See here, okay, there are total 4 blocks here, out of which 3 are unshaded and 1 is shaded. Okay, here also 4 blocks are there, 3 are unshaded and 1 is shaded. Okay, Here also there are 4 blocks. Okay, 2 are unshaded and 2 are shaded. Okay, so this 2 pattern is different here, but here there are 2 blocks. Okay, this also follows a different pattern. Okay, one unshaded and one shaded. Okay, but still, okay, now these two are on a common line. This is different, but still, okay, we have to follow 3, we have to take up 3 such figures which can still be put into a group. Okay, which can be still put into a group. Okay, so what can be that group? Okay, so what is one logic I can apply? These 3 have 4, 4 and 4 blocks. Okay, C option have total 2 blocks. Okay, so C figure, that is option A. C figure, that is option A. C figure, that is option A. Okay, that is the logic here. Understood? Next question. Yeah, choose the option which completes the series. Now, image based series. Choose the option which completes this series in the given question. Completes the series in the given question. Tell me. Which completes the series in the given question. Tell me this answer. Okay. Now, we can do what? If I just follow this triangle itself, my answer will match. Okay. If I follow this triangle itself, okay, this triangle came up here, next image, then next image it is coming up here. Okay, last image which is missing, it has to go here. Okay, and go here. Okay, pointing upwards only. So that is option number D. Okay, this is there in option number D. Series, any one pattern you can figure out, option number D. Okay, or maybe you can figure out this circle pattern, that also okay. Circle goes to the left corner and the shading changes. Okay, shading also comes up here. Okay, next shading comes up here. So, whatever the answer, shading should be here. And here, it should be placed here. Okay, with the shading, where I told you, shading at this last side. Okay, that is also there in option number D. That is also there in option number D. That also you could have figured out. Okay, anyways, answer is D. Okay, answer is D. Yes, power system will also come up shortly in a day or two. Okay. Next question, number 34. Which of the option is the exact mirror image of the given figure when the mirror is held at the right side? Mirror image, it's like image around y axis when the image and this mirror is held at the right side. Okay, see what are the, see I'll place it here only. Suppose this is what is mirror. Okay, which is like y axis. Okay, left to right reflection you have to do. Okay, so how the E shall look like? When you take the mirror image, E will come up here. F will look like this. All right will become left. Okay, 1 opens this way left. Now when you take the image, it will go here like this. Okay, then 4. Okay, 4 inclined this side. Now when you take the image, it will go this side. 4. Okay, now 5. This right side will come to the left side. This left side opening portion will go to the right side. Just taking the image. Okay, so 5. Okay, then R. Okay, then Q. This will come here, right will come to the left, and P will look like this. Okay, so P, Q, acha, see here, P, then Q, okay, that is okay, R is also okay here. After R, it has to be, I'm reading from right. Okay, so see, where is the pattern breaking? You can check that way. Okay, from right if I read, it has to be followed by a Q. R won't come up here. Okay, then after P, Q, R, 5 will come up here, not 4. Okay, so this goes wrong. Okay, this goes wrong. So out of C and D, now keep reading. 5 and then 4, okay, 1, okay. Acha, it has to start with E, na? It was ending with E. So correct answer here. Okay, this goes wrong. Okay, the correct answer is option number C. Correct answer is option number C. Yes. What are the answers? Answers already have come up here. Krishna Chaitanya, right? Udyog Seva, Monica, Gayatri, Rahil, Kishore. Correct answer. C is what is the correct answer. Done. C is what is the correct answer. Option number C for 34. Next one. Given here is a square transparent sheet with a pattern on it. Okay, how would the pattern appear when the transparent sheet is folded along the dotted line? Okay, now because it is transparent sheet, okay, even if it is folded, both the sides are seen. That is why they mentioned transparent. Okay, now dotted line is vertical in nature. Okay, that means right to left. Okay, this side is posted to the right, because if you see the option, every option contains right side diagram. That means the paper would have been folded this side. Okay, so whatever was here, that will also be seen here because the paper is transparent in nature. Now choose the correct answer. It is almost like a mirror image question, but half side mirror image. Left to right. Right will not come to the left. Right will be as it is. That will also be seen because it is transparent. Both the sides will be seen. Choose the correct option. See the option, 4 options given to you and choose the correct one from these 4. Yeah. Okay. Option number A, that's what I have started getting. Option number A. Okay. Check carefully. Is it option number A? Okay. Some of you are telling C. See here, I'm telling you, na, left to right image. Okay. So when I take this left to right image, this portion, first of all, this portion, okay, will, go something like this. Okay. Then the other one, okay, this also will go to the right, na? Okay. So this is like this. This portion would overlap with this, like this, and overlap. Okay. Now if you see this portion, okay, it is matching where? It is matching with option number C, correct. Matching with option number C. Option number C. No, Krishna, it is matching with C. It's not none, it's C. Some of you told C as well, correct. A is not correct. A means you have only taken, this portion, but you forgot to take this portion. Okay. Okay. Chalo, next question. C is the correct answer here. Okay, everybody. Now, series on numbers. Okay. Few non-verbal questions I take. You can practice more on non-verbal. Okay, because I have to accommodate multiple topics today within 50 important questions. Okay, next term in the series, number-based series. Okay, this has been a very frequent question in your exams as well. Okay, number-based and letter-based series. I'll take example of both. Next term in the series, 61, 68, 82, 92. Okay, think about the pattern. Okay, 61, 68, 82, 92 and dash. What is the next term in the series here? What is going to be the next term of the series? Come on, let's do it out. Okay, 61, 68, 82, 92 blank. See, the numbers are very clearly increasing. Okay, but increasing by what factor, that you have to figure out. Okay, 61 to 68 plus 7. 68 to 82 plus 14. Okay, is it a 7 multiple? Next should be plus 21, but no, next is plus 10. Okay, if it was plus 21, then it would have been a pattern 7, 14, 21, 28. Okay, so how the numbers are increasing? What is this difference chosen? Okay, that is what you have to figure out. Okay, that's why it's not like a APGP which has fixed pattern. This is logical reasoning, and logic is what you have to figure out. 36, Lalita says answer D. Krishna says 36D with the logic, correct. Now see here I've added 7, okay, which is 6 plus 1. See here, okay, which is sum of the digits of the given number. Here I've added 14, which is 6 plus 8, okay, the sum of the digits. Here I've added 82, I have added 10 plus, because 8 plus 2, the sum of the digits. Similarly, what should be added here? Okay, here I should add plus of 9 plus 2, that means plus of 11. Okay, and when I do plus of 11, 92 plus 11, 103, answer will be D. Answer will be D. Okay, so yeah, this answer is going to be D. 36 answer will be D. Done? 36, the answer would be D. Next question. Find the missing letters in the series. Find the missing letters in the series. B, K, K, D, M, M, F, O, O, dash and J, double S. Okay, series based but on alphabets. Yes, Lalita, correct logic. Rahil Ahmed, D, correct answer. Lucky, correct answer, D. Now tell me for this one. Missing terms in this series. B, K, K, D, M, M, F, O, O, dash, J, double S. It is very clear that the two digits, the two last digits are the same. Okay. Okay. What about the first one? Okay. What about the first one? B, D, F. What is the pattern here? B, C missed. D, E, F. Okay. So what should I write here? G. Okay. One letter missing, G, and then the answer should start with. Okay. If it is G here, answer will start with H. Okay. H and dash dash. Okay. And H, this should continue the pattern. I'm talking about this first letter. It should continue this pattern. Yeah. So F, G, H, H, I, J. Correct. So the answer will start with H. Anyways, all options are starting with H. So we have to figure out that second and third letter, which are same. Answers have started coming up here as well as D. Let's see. Okay. Now K, M, N. Now see the pattern. K, M. Now see K, L. If there is something missing, write down. K, L, M, N, O. Then P. What will come next is Q. Okay, then R and then S. Yes, after R, S is given. If this is R, this is S. Correct. Okay, so what is that missing one? Q. So what is my answer now? Combining them. H, Q and Q. Second and third are anyway same. H, Q, Q. D answer correct. Okay, so first letter pattern and the second letter pattern. First letter, if you observe the option first is same, you could have started by the second letter pattern also. Okay, yes, D correct answer. Okay, many of you have given D. Chalo, great going. Next, question number 38. How many degrees do the hour and rotate? Okay, of a clock based. Okay, how many degrees do the hour and rotate from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.? Okay, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now see, when you talk about speeds, I'll tell you for both. Okay, when you talk about clock, it has two types of hand. HH, that is hour and, okay, and MH, minute hand. Minute hand. Okay, let's talk about their speeds. Let's talk about their speeds. Okay, in every 1 hour, let's write down the speed per hour. Okay, or per minute, anything can be written. Okay, in every 1 hour, minute hand, okay, will have a full rotation. Okay, minute hand will have a full rotation. So when I talk about minute hand, okay, full rotation, okay, from 12 to 12, full rotation every hour. So what is the speed I will write? What is the meaning of full rotation? 360 degree. So speed is 360 degree per hour or equivalent to 6 degree per minute. Every hour has 60 minutes. So divide by 60, 6 degree per minute. Okay, that is about minute hand. What about hour hand? Hour hand will not have full rotation. Nah? Okay, it will go like 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. It goes 1 division every 1 hour. Okay, hour hand will be like 1 division, okay, every hour. Okay, and what is the meaning of 1 division? Okay, there are how many divisions on the clock you see? 12. Okay, so in degree, when you divide 360 by 12, okay, it will be 30 degree. The angle between any one division is 30 degree. Okay, so what is the speed of the hour hand? It is 30 degree per hour or equivalent to, every hour has 60 minutes. So if I divide by 60, 30 by 60 will be half actually. Half degree per minute. Okay, this is what is one thing you should know. Okay, how many degrees, okay, do the hour and rotate from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.? 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. is how many hours? 6 hours, na? Okay, so how many degrees the angle will be? It is about r and what is the speed of r and? You see 30 degree per hour. 30 degree per hour for 6 hours it is going to be 180 degree. That is my answer. Option number D. Option number D. Okay, yeah, 38D. Already some of you have placed it. 38D. Okay, R and every 1 hour will move by 30 degree. Okay, one division which is 30 degree. Okay, next question. Now next question, what time between 7 and 8 o'clock the hour hand and minute hand they make 180 degree angle? Okay, now see, or they can ask reverse also. They may give you some time. Suppose time is 7 hours something, 7:10, 7:05, 7:04, whatever it is. What is the angle between the hands of the clock? Okay, they can ask you a reverse question also. Okay, suppose I'll give you a time like this. Suppose the time is 5:40. Okay, what is the angle between the hands? Angle between the hands of the clock, that is angle between hour hand and minute hand. Okay, so you can solve by logic also, but I'll give you a direct shortcut for the angle. Theta, take it as modulus of 30h minus 11 by 2m. If you use this, problem simplified in second, because this is a common question, so I can give you this shortcut. Okay, so the angle would be modulus of 30h. H means like 540. What is the R value? Is 5. Minus 11 by 2 into m value. What is the minute value? 40. Minute value is 40. Okay, so this becomes modulus of 150, 30 into 5 minus this will be how much? This is 20, 11 into 20, 220. Okay, which is minus 70, but when you take modulus, it is going to be 70 degree. What is the angle between the hands of the clock? 70 degree when the time is 5:40. When the time is going to be 5:40, the angle between the hands of the clock is 70 degree. 70 degree. Now I'll tell you, some of you, how you give the wrong answer, that also I'll tell you. You think this way, okay, this is 5 and when the time is 5:40, okay, you think, okay, this is 40, this is minute hand and this is 5. Okay, and you think, okay, 3 divisions, every 1 division 30 degree I told, na? Okay, you will give it as 90 degree and this is totally not acceptable. This is totally not acceptable. Why? Because when the time is 5:40, will the R and exactly be at 5? R and will be at 5 when the time is exact 5 o'clock. Okay, it is 5:40, so this would have moved towards 6. It would have moved towards 6. Okay, so that is why answer will be less than 90. Okay, 30, 30, 30, 90 you give, that is wrong. Achha, this much is 30, na? This much is 30. How much time gone? 40 minutes. 40 minutes is 2/3 of hour. So 2/3 of angle will also be completed. Okay, this is what logically, I have given you the direct shortcut for your ease. Okay, but logically how you can solve it? Okay, it would have moved towards 6. Okay, how much moved towards 6? So see, if I can figure out how much is this angle. Okay, 40 minutes. Okay, out of 60 is 2/3 of the hour and every 1 hour it will move 30 degree. Na? So in this much of time it has moved 2/3 of 30 and 2/3 of 30 is 20. So this angle which you were thinking 90, you have to reduce 20, that is 70 degree. That is 70 degree. Okay. Understood? So at 5:40 the R and will not be at 5, it will be between 5 and 6. Okay, 40 minutes gone. Okay, so 40 by 60 into 30. Okay, the R and would have moved by 20 degree because every 1 hour it will move 30 degree. So 40 minutes is 2/3 of an hour. Okay, so in 2/3, 20 degree it has moved. So that 20 degree gone, remaining 70 degree is the answer. Okay, and that is what for which I have given you the shortcut, you can use that. Okay. Now, I am asking you a question based out of it only. What is the time between 7 and 8 o'clock? Okay, right. What time between 7 and 8 o'clock? The hour and minute hand, they make an angle of 180 degree. Okay, theta is 180 degree. Okay, at 7 and 8 o'clock. Okay, that means it will be 7 hour and something. Okay, 7 hour and something something. That means H value I know 7. Minutes value is unknown. Time is between 7 and 8 o'clock, so it is definitely 7 something. Now R value we know. So I can substitute the formula. Modulus of 30H. H is how much? 7. Minus 11 by 2M. Minus 11 by 2M. This is 180. Acha, modulus of this is 180. That means this is 210 minus 11 by 2M. If I remove the modulus, how will you deal with the problem? Okay. This would be either plus 180 or minus 180. Because after taking modulus, answer will be 180. So exact value may be 180 or minus 180, anything. Okay. Now see, 210. So this tells me what is the value of 11 by 2M. Let us take this way. Okay. If it was 180, if it was plus 180, 210 minus 180, 30 degree. Okay. If it was minus 180, 210 plus 180 will be 390. Okay. Only one of them will be the answer, but this is generally general mathematics that you have to apply. Okay. Now, what is the value of minutes answer? Okay, in the first case 60 by 11, then we will simplify, and in the next case it becomes 780 by 11. This value, okay, is it not going to be more than 60? Okay, 11 into 60 is 660, and more than 60 minutes means it will time cross 8 hours. Okay, so this cannot be taken as the correct answer. The minutes has to be between 0 to 60. If it is more than 60 minutes, it will go between 8 and 9 o'clock. So that I don't want. That is why the correct answer is minutes answer 60 by 11, which will be on cancellation 5 by 11, 5.45 approximately will come up. Okay, so answer is B, 7 hour 5.45 minutes. Okay, B, as some of you are already telling B. Yeah, correct. Okay, 5 hour, 7 hour and 5.45 minutes. Yeah. Next question. If there was Friday on January 1, 2010, then what was the day on January 1, 2016? If there was Friday on January 1, 2010, what was the day on January 1, 2016? Okay. Now, calendar. Okay. I'll make it simple. Suppose, say for example, okay, I'll make it this way. Suppose what is today? Today is Saturday, right? Okay. What is the day? Suppose if I ask you after 100 days, what is going to be the day after 100 days from today? Okay, what is going to be the day which is after 100 days from today? After 100 days from today. Okay, let's make it more simple at a smaller level. Okay, now see here, after, see, 1 week is 7 days, na? You just have to put down a point that 1 week is 7 days. Okay, so after every 7 days, okay, the day will be Saturday. The day will repeat because a week has 7 days. Okay, so after 7 days, it will again be Saturday. Again after 14 days, okay, it is again going to be Saturday. Okay, similarly after 21 days, it will again be Saturday. Okay, so when you take any multiple of 7, okay, it will be 100 days. So what is the closest multiple of 7 you can think? 7 into 14. 7 into 14 is 98. 14 weeks will be completed and again I'll get Saturday. So what will be the day after 100 days? Okay, it will be Monday. 2 more days, na? Okay, it will be Monday. Isn't it? Right. After 100 days, it will be Monday. Okay. So, primarily what you have to think, okay, the concept is 100 is equal to 98 plus 2. Okay. 98 will be 14 complete weeks. Why complete weeks are important? Because the day will repeat. after a week is completed. Okay, 14 complete days. Okay, this is known as the extra days and we call it as odd days. Okay, we call it as odd days. Okay, odd days. Okay, what is odd days? Okay, odd days are equal to number of days more than, okay, complete weeks. More than complete weeks. And how do you calculate odd days? Okay, do you have to calculate it by, writing all multiples of 7 this way? No, you just, okay, take the given number of days and divide by 7. Whatever is the remainder will be your odd days answer. Remainder, okay, of total number of days given divided by 7 is known as the odd days. Okay, so that's what. How do you obtain 2? Okay, it is equal to the remainder when 100 divided by 7. When 100 divided by 7, because 98 would cancel, 2 will be the remainder. Okay, acha. Now before I go to the next question, okay, remember that whenever you have a leap year, okay, it would have 366 days. It would have 366 days. Okay, right. 366 days is equal to 52 weeks. In any year, this is some factual data you must know also. Okay, 52 weeks are there, but if it is leap year, okay, it will have 2 extra days, 366 days. Non-leap, or also simply known as an ordinary year, a non-leap or an ordinary year, which is known to have 365 days, okay, is having again 52 weeks. That is 364 days plus 1 day extra. Okay, plus 1 day extra. This is what is the information you should have. Okay, this is what is the information you should have. Okay. Acha, how do you identify leap year? Okay, leap year. Okay, leap year means, okay, if the year is divisible by 4, it is leap year. No, not the correct definition. Okay. Leap year is that non-century year which should be divisible by 4, and if it is century year, what do you mean by century year? Like 2000, 2100 or 1900, 1800. Okay, century year must be divisible by 400. Their divisibility by 4 will not work. Okay, non-century year divisible by 4, century year divisible by 400. Okay, century year divisible by 400. Okay, chalo, now let's come to this question. If there was Friday on January 1, 2010, what was the day on January 1, 2016? So this problem is about odd days. Can I calculate the odd days? Okay, from here to here. Okay, from here to here. See, I start, okay, from January 1, 2010, okay, up to January 1, okay, 2011. Okay, how I have to go? I'll start from here, Jan 1, 2010, okay, then Jan 1, 2011, January 1, 2012, January 2, 2013, sorry, January 1 only, January 1, 2014, January 1, 2015, January 1, 2016, and how many odd days I get? Okay, so when I go from here to here, this is a leap or non-leap year? Non-leap year. 2010, is it divisible by 4? No. Okay, is it divisible by 4? No. Okay, non-leap year. So in non-leap year, how many odd days are there? That's what I've just shown you. Non-leap year means 52 weeks plus extra 1 day. Okay, so number of odd day will be 1. From 2011 to 2012. Okay, 2011 is also a non-leap year. I mean number of days if I write down plus 365. And 365 means again 1 odd day. 2012 would be a leap year. 2012 divisible by 4. Okay, 2012 is divisible by 4. So this is a leap year. Okay, so that means 366 and 366 has 2 odd days. Okay, Then again 2013, 14, 15 are non-leap year. Okay, plus 365, that means one odd day. Again plus 365, so again here one odd day, and again plus 365 means again one odd day. Then you don't have to go to 2017, you have to stop here. Okay, so till here how many odd days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7 odd days is again 1 week. Okay, that means how many odd days? Whenever you get 7, it is equivalent to 0 odd days. It is equivalent to 0 odd days. So what is the answer? Okay, what is the answer? The January 1, 2010 is given to be Friday. Normally, if there is some odd days, you add here. Like suppose if there was a 1 odd day, you will say Friday plus 1, Saturday. Okay, but Friday plus 0 means Friday. Answer is Friday only. 40 answer B. Correct Lalita, correct Lucky. The answer is B here. This was a case on calendar. Okay, next question. 41. Now see, A and B are sisters, C and D are brothers. Okay, I'll tell you some basic codes here to solve blood relation question. A's daughter is D's sister. How is B related to C? Okay, the basic codes that you have to remember is number 1. Okay, whenever I write down this code, okay, A down B. Okay, that means that is a relation from parent to children. From parent to children. Now, parent could be father or mother. Okay, and children could be son or daughter, anything. Okay, that means, okay, there can be male or female person. So we will use the symbol of box for a male and circle for a female. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, next thing is A dash B. Okay, A dash B is the relation for siblings. Sibling means brother brother or brother sister or sister sister. Okay, siblings, okay, are like real brothers or sisters. Okay, not like cousins. Okay, right, the children of same parents. Okay, siblings. Acha. Next case that you have to remember. Okay, now I'm telling you know based on box or circle. Suppose box. Okay, brother brother. Box to circle, brother and sister, like that. Okay, and the next case is A equal to B. This represents marriage. Okay, now one male, here male and female, one male, one female, one male married to one female based on box and circle. Okay, here it could be siblings can be what, both male also, both female also, one male, one female. Okay, but in marriage, one male and one female. Okay, these are the codes. If you remember, you can solve the blood relation questions easily. Okay, you can be solving the blood relation question easily. Now, how it is so? Let's understand. A and B are sisters. Okay, so I'll put down. Okay, like this. Sisters means what? Siblings. And both are sisters means circle. Sister is what? Female, na? Okay, so I'll put like this. A circle. B circle. Who they are? Siblings means dash. Sister. C and D are brothers. Okay, but where to place I don't know. A's daughter is D's sister. Okay, A's daughter. A has a daughter. So parent to child. Okay, A's daughter. Okay, I don't know who's A's daughter. Okay, suppose A's daughter is E. I'll give it another name E here. Okay, so let the A's daughter is E, but that A's daughter is D's sister. That is D's sister. So this is sister to D. But C and D are brothers. Brothers means male. Okay, C and D will now come here only. Okay, they are brother means that sibling. But A's daughter, suppose E, is also D's sister. I told you whenever I use brother sister, by default real brother real sister only. Cousin has to be specified separately. If it is written brother means real brother, sister means real sister belonging to the same parent. Okay, now see, how is B related to C? Now can you answer? How is B related to C? Who is B? B is the sister of C's mother. What is this person known as? B is the sister of A. A means, with respect to C, A means mother. It is the sister of C's mother. Sister of your mother is known as aunt. Sister of your mother is known as aunt. Sister of your mother, father, both will be known as aunt. Okay. And brother of your parents will be known as uncle. will be known as uncle. Okay, so correct answer is A here. Right, how is B related? No, ways mother. Some of you are telling C. No, it's not C, it's A. 41A is the correct answer. Okay, it's aunt, not mother. Okay, any doubts please mention to me, otherwise take another question on the blood relation. Given 4 facts, A is the father of B, C is the daughter of A, D is the sister of E is the son of B. How is the grandfather? Who is the grandfather of D? These blood relations will, that family, the codes I have told you will help you a lot. Otherwise, if you just play with that words, if you keep, you'll just keep your brain puzzled if you just, focus only on words. But if you draw that codes, if you draw family tree, okay, this is what is known as one family tree. You draw the family tree, you can solve, any type of question from blood relation. Tell me. A is the father of B, D is the daughter of A, D is the sister of E, is the son of B. Okay, let's convert this into the family tree using the codes. A is the father of B. Achha, father means male, box. Okay, father of B, parent to child. Okay, but right now B's gender is unknown. B can be son, daughter, anything. A is the father. Okay, A is the father. Achha, now next, C is the daughter of A. Achha, C is the daughter of A. Okay, now A is the father of B already and C is also the daughter of A. That means B and C are siblings. Out of which C is daughter, C's gender is known. Okay, and B and C are siblings, so dash. But B's, I will not put anything on B because gender of B is unknown till now. Now next, D is the sister of E. Okay, let's leave it where to place, I don't know. E is the son of B. Yeah, this will help. E is the son of B. Okay, son means again down and E means male. Okay, E is the son of B. Okay, son means male. Now D is the sister of E, so D will come up here. Sister means female and sister of E means the sibling, dash relation. This much. Question is, who is the grandfather? Grandfather means father or father of mother, anything. Okay, right. Now B's gender was unknown, no problem, but what is grandfather in general? 2 levels ahead, na? 2 generations ahead. Father of, okay, father or mother, anybody. Okay, right. We also sometimes call it as paternal grandfather or maternal grandfather. Okay, or we call it as Dadaji or Nanaji, whatever. Okay, so right now, okay, grandfather of D. Okay, so D's parent is B. Okay, B's father is A. So answer is A. Answer is person A. That is option number D. Person A. Okay. Okay. Answer option number D. Person A, option number D. Now tell me any confusion. Done? Next question. Now see, okay, logical conclusion, especially syllogism. Okay, important one. Okay, syllogism important. If the statement given below are true, there are 2 statements, then decide which of the conclusions given below logically follows from the given statement and choose the correct answer. Okay, which conclusion logically follows from the statement? Don't add any extra information from your side. What conclusion can follow if these statements are true? If the statements given below are true, okay, like you should not say house cups can be spoons. If they are telling, accept it. Okay, if any new thing which you didn't know till now, if any such new thing is given, okay, what is your brain decision capability? That is what is tested here. Logical conclusion, syllogism question. Okay, so cups cannot be spoons, plates cannot be spoons, these are different, but if they are telling, accept it if the given statements are true. Now see, there are simple rules of syllogism. There are simple rules of syllogism. Okay, if you remember 3 rules, most of your problems are done. Okay, now case 1. Case 1, a statement given to you like this. The statement is all A are B. Okay, very simple method to deal with syllogism is a Venn diagram question. All A are B. What does it mean? All of the A are B. What does it mean? If I draw 2 circles here, okay, This is A and this is B. All A are B. Okay, that means all A, whatever is A, it is also B. That means it is inside B. Okay, so in this case, okay, you please draw A is subset of B. Okay, what can be the conclusion that is normally drawn from here? Conclusion means with respect to B. The given question is with respect to A. All A are B. Can I say all B are A? Can I say reverse? Can I say all B are A? No. Okay, there are so many B, some of them. This is also B, but some of the B are also equal to A. So what is the conclusion that you can draw from here? Conclusion is some B are A. Some B are A. Understood? Okay, this is what is the conclusion. Case number 2. Okay, 3 cases to summarize it. Case number 2, the statement reads like this. The statement is like all I already told you. Some A, not all, but some A are B. Okay, some A are B. What is the meaning of this? That there can be so many A, but some of them, like suppose this is A and this is B. Now see here, some of the B are equal to A. So many A are there, but some of them are equal to B, not all. Not all. Okay, this can be the Venn diagram. So what is the conclusion that will follow? What is the conclusion that will follow? The conclusion is, conclusion means with respect to B, reverse. So again there are so many B and some of them are A. If some A are B, some B are also A. Okay. Some B are A. Okay. And third case, okay, whatever the type of statement you get now, I'm just summarized into 3 cases. Third statement could be no A are B. Okay, no A are B. What does this mean? Okay, this means that if this is B, this has to be A because no A are B. Okay, okay. No A, none of the A will be equal to B. That means A totally separate. This will lead to mutually exclusive sets. They will not have anything in common. Okay, no A are B. So what is the conclusion with respect to B? If no A are B, similarly no B are also A. Both are totally separate. Conclusion means I am telling the relation from A to B and I am asking you from B to A. Okay. Now let's answer this question. Already some of you had given the answer for 43. Now let's check it out. Okay. A very common question of question, syllogism. Okay. So statement, some cups are spoon. Okay, some plates are spoon. These are the respective conclusions. What conclusion will follow? All plates are cups and some spoons are plates. Let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so see here, please follow. Okay, let me draw the Venn diagram. Some cups are spoons. Okay. Okay, suppose these are cups, these are spoons. So some cups are spoons. Okay, some plates are spoons. Okay, some plates are also spoons. Okay, so some plates are also spoons here. Now look into conclusion. All plates are cups. No. Okay, all plates cannot be cups. Now for that, plates has to be inside cups and there is no data given. Okay, there is no such data given. Okay, so all plates are cups. Okay. No. Some spoons are plates. Now see, there are so many spoons. Some of them are plates. Okay, so second one is definitely follow. Second one is definitely followed. Okay, so only 2 follows. Option number B. Only 2 follows. Option number B. Okay, 43B. B. Okay. See, actually first answer is not strictly no. First answer is something like this. Maybe. I'll tell you why. Because, okay, but maybe is never a part of answer. Maybe is not a conclusion. It may happen. Okay, it may happen like this. Okay, suppose these were cups and these were spoons. Second statement was some plates are spoons. Okay, maybe these are the plates. Please listen to me carefully. Some plates are spoons, na? Okay, so maybe these are the plates. Plates overlapping with spoons, some of them. Okay, now where are the rest of the plates? I don't know. And whatever is not given becomes a maybe situation. Maybe the rest of the plates were inside cups. Okay, so if this was the situation, you can say that yes, all these plates are cups because they are inside cups. So maybe, okay, but maybe is never a conclusion because maybe this can happen. Okay, and then you cannot say all the plates are cups. Okay. Understood or not? Okay, so whenever there is some maybe, this may happen, don't take it as a part of answer. Conclusion means 100% logically that can follow. Okay, question number 44. If the statement given below are true, decide which of the conclusion given below logically follows from the given statement. 3 statement and 3 conclusions. Okay, 3 statement and 3 conclusion. Okay, now see here. First one, all heroes are villains. Okay, all villains are zeros. Third, some heroes are jokers. Okay, let's draw it. All heroes are villains. All A are B. A inside B. Subset concept. A inside B. Okay, heroes inside villains. And all villains are zeros. Villains inside zeros. Now see, first statement was all heroes are villains. Hero inside villains. All villains are zeros. So all villains inside zeros. Subset concept. Okay. And then some heroes are jokers. Some of these heroes, okay, these are jokers. But now see here, some heroes are jokers. Okay, okay, where is this joker? Okay, it may be inside villain, or it may be totally inside villain, or it may be outside villain. It can happen anything. Okay, so this circle, it can be drawn anyway. It may be even larger than this also, like those. Okay. Okay, suppose these are jokers. Okay, my intent was some heroes must be jokers. Now let's come up here. Okay, some jokers are heroes. Yeah, okay, some jokers will definitely be heroes. Correct. Okay, so first is yes. Okay, some villains are jokers. Okay, now see, there are so many villains. Okay, at least some of them, at least whoever are here, there are heroes as well as jokers. So correct. Yes. And third, some zeros are villains. Yeah, see, now these are so many zeros. Some of them are villains. Okay, the third also correct. All 3 follows here. All 1, 2, 3 follow. Option number B. Option number B. Right, Lucky correct. Venkatramana, Rahil. Okay. Anapa Reddy correct. 44B. Right, correct. 44B. All 3 follows. And a logical question may look like this as well. Okay, where there is a small story type of situation given in statement. A statement is given followed by 3 inferences. Inferences means conclusions only. Number 1, 2, 3. Consider the statement to be true. Okay, even if it is at variance from commonly known facts, you have to decide which of the inferences, if any, follow. Okay, so now here it's not like a random statement all A or B, but it's like a story given to you. Okay, based out of this statement, which conclusions can follow? Read it out clearly. Based on the statement, which conclusions can follow here? Tell me. A bus struck 4 people at a huge concert in the early hours of Monday, killing 1 and injuring 3 hours after R&B artist Bruno Mars had performed, police said. So there's a statement given by police. Okay, a bus struck 4 people at a huge concert in the early hours of Monday, okay, killing 1 and injuring 3 hours after R&B artist Bruno Mars, okay, had performed. Okay, so some performance happened, okay, by Bruno Mars, R&B artist Bruno Mars. Hours after that, okay, in the early hours of Monday, okay, a bus came and it strikes 4 people. Okay, right. After this performance, okay, in the early hours of Monday, a bus came and it strikes 4 people. Okay, killing 1 and injuring 3. Okay, what is the correct conclusion that can be followed? Number 1, the driver was drunk and he lost the control of the bus. See, is there any story of, I told you, no need to add any extra information. Whatever is the conclusion followed from the given statement. Given statement simply says bus struck 4 people. Okay, it did not even talk about driver. Okay, Maybe driver was drunk. Maybe driver was tired. Maybe he is driving for continuous 24 hours. He did not get rest. He was tired. Okay. Or maybe it was mistake of somebody else. Suddenly some other car or bicycle or bike came and the bus lost control. Why accident happened, it is not given. Okay, so this is like maybe the driver was drunk. Okay, but maybe is not a conclusion. Okay, forget this. Okay, we cannot draw this conclusion. Had Bruno Mars not performed, the accident could have been avoided. Okay, had Bruno Mars not performed, the accident could have been avoided. Maybe, but may not be. Okay, because bus did not come because of the Bruno Mars concert. Bus was still coming. Okay, still the driver, maybe driver drunk or driver tired for some reason, maybe still the driver could have struck 4 people. Okay, right, maybe driver could have struck, okay, at the Duke concert. Okay, if Bruno Mars did not perform, okay, somebody else could have performed. Anything could have happened. So this is also, okay, something which we can't conclude from the given statement. Okay, right, forget it. Third, Bruno Mars is a Duke R&B artist. Now see here, okay, this is very clearly mentioned, R&B artist Bruno Mars, and okay, at a Duke concert. Okay, so he is a Duke R&B concert. Okay, third is something that can be inferred. Okay, third is something that can be inferred here. Okay, so bus struck 4 people at a Duke concert in the early hours. Okay. Okay, C. Correct. C is what is the correct answer. Right, not D. Some of you are telling D. No, there is no problem with C. Na? R&B artist, and he is performing at a Duke concert, so he can be referred as a Duke. Okay. Duke people like what? People of Netherlands. Okay. So suppose something like that. I'm not telling the concert happened at Netherlands. Okay. Suppose I say, okay, something like that. A Indian concert. Somebody performing at Indian concert. Okay. So he's assumed to be Indian. Na? Okay. That's what. Something like that. Okay. I'm not telling concert happened there. Okay. But it's like an Indian concert. So that person assumed to be Indian. That way I'm trying to tell you. Okay. So C is definitely something that can be inferred from here. Chalo. Next question. All right. Now arrangements. Important arrangements. It could be numerical arrangement or it could be seating arrangement. See here. At the baseball game, Peter was sitting in the seat 255. Okay. Maria was sitting to the right of Peter in the seat 256. Now, right of Peter means, let's say all of them are facing here. Okay. All of them was facing here. At the baseball game, Peter was sitting as the seat 255. So this is Peter. Okay. Now Maria was sitting to the right of Peter. So because they are facing here, right side, okay, has to be taken here. That you have to understand, right and left. Maria is sitting to the right of Peter, and that is seat 256. Okay. Tom was sitting in the seat to the left of the Peter. Now left of the Peter, okay, this side right, okay, automatically this side left. Okay, Tom was sitting to the left of Peter. So this side, what will be the seat number? 254. Okay. John was sitting to the further left of Tom. Okay, to the further left of Tom. Okay, John was sitting. Okay, in which seat John was sitting? So number wise, it is going to be 253. Simple one it is. Option number B. 253. Right? Okay, option number B, 253. 46 answer is B. Okay. Next question. 6 people A, B, C, D, E, F are of different heights. Okay. 6 people A, B, C, D, E, F are of different heights. C is taller than E, arrangement of heights here. C is taller than E but shorter than F. Okay, A is shorter than F but taller than D. D is taller than E but shorter than F, and E is not the shortest person. What is the height of the fourth tallest person? Is 176 and the shortest person is 155. If no two people are of same height, which of the following can be height of E? Good question. You just have to put down. Okay, let's say, let me put it this way. Let us say this is the decreasing height sequence. Okay, now what is given? C is taller than E. Okay, so C will come ahead of E. C is taller than E but shorter than F. F will come, okay, here ahead of C also. Okay, then A is shorter than F, so A will come downside but taller than D. Acha, the D is something given. D is taller than E but acha, see here, D is taller than E, okay, but shorter than C. So D is here, okay, taller than E, shorter than C. Okay, E is not the shortest person. Yeah, there was some statement about A. A is shorter than F but taller than D. Okay, right. A, okay, is somewhere here. Okay, there are two possibilities for A. Okay, A would be either here or here, because what is given about A? Shorter than F but taller than D. Okay, so it may be, with respect to C, it may be greater height or less height. That we can't say. Okay. E is not the shortest person. Acha, 5 people are in front of you. Okay, this is decreasing, out of which E is not the shortest. Only B missing, na? Okay, if B is somewhere here, okay, then E will become the shortest. Clearly told E is not the shortest. Okay, so B will be here. B is going to be here. Okay, B is going to be here. Okay, now height of the fourth tallest person. Okay, so this gives you two possibilities, as I'm telling you, because A was unknown. Okay, this may be F A C D E B. Okay, or F C A D E B. Okay, this is the tallest. So tallest is F, shortest is B. That is very clear. Okay, out of this entire, they may ask you. They may not ask numerically. They may also ask you, out of this, okay, who is the tallest person? Okay, out of all the statements that I have given, who is the tallest? F. Who is the shortest? B. Now, height of the fourth tallest. Okay, who is the fourth tallest? So 1, 2, 3, 4. In either case, it is D. Okay, and height of the fourth tallest is 176. Okay, and the shortest person is B, and the height of the shortest person is 155. What can be the height of E? What can be the height of E? Where is E? E is anyways between D and B. In either case, it is between D and E. Okay, so, okay, D is greater than E is greater than B. Okay, and what is the height of D? 176 greater than E greater than 155. So whatever is the height of E, it has to be between 155 and 176. Okay, so, and it cannot be equal also. No two people are of same height. So that is why 176 not possible. 178, 177 out of range. 170. You have to find the number between 155 and 176. A, 47A. Correct, Lucky, Lalita Kumari, Monica, correct. 47 answer is A. Venkatramana, correct. Answer A. Okay, the answer stands out to be A here. Okay, basic arrangement question. Next, 48. 7 people are sitting in a row. Again, linear arrangement only. Okay, now this is like sitting arrangement, which is also a common type of question. Okay, 7 people are sitting in a row with equidistance to each other. All of them face towards north. Okay, so something like this, you make an arrangement. This is north. All of them are facing towards the north. And 7 people are sitting in a row. Okay, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. R sits second to the left of W. 3 people sit between W and Q. Acha, R is second to the left of W. Acha, now see here. See here. There are 3 people between W and Q. Okay, there are 3 people between W and Q. Say the doubt, Shivaram. In that case, you can specify your doubt, Shivaram. Okay. See here. Okay, 3 people sit between W and Q. Okay. And R is second to the left of W. R is second to the left of W. So W cannot be here because R has to be the left. W cannot be here also because R is second to the left. So there is no position here. Okay, so minimum W can come up here, minimum. Okay, and there are 3 people between W and Q. Okay, so Q can come up here, but it can be reverse also. It can be reverse also. If W is to the left, this is one case. Okay, or if W here, then Q here, then W can be here also, Q can be here. That could be anything. Okay, so I've just told you one possibility. 3 people sit between W and Q. Maybe this is W, maybe this is Q, or I can reverse it. U is second to the left of Q. U is second to the left of Q and P is to the left of T. 3 people sit between P and S. I'm assuming first W and Q. This case, if it does not work out, we will swap it. It could be swapped also. Okay. Now, if this is correct, R is second to the left of W. R will come up here. First and second left. Okay. 3 people sit between W and Q, correct. U is second to the left of Q. U is second to the left of Q. 1 and 2. Okay. So U, I'll put it here. Okay. U is second to the left of Q, correct. P is second to the left of T. Acha, P and T not mentioned here, but yeah, 3 people between P and S. Okay, so where can be P and S? Okay, 3 people have to be there. So these will be the 3 people, and this is where P and S can come. Okay, P and S can come. Okay, but where is P? Where is S? P is second to the left of T. If P is here, T should be here, second to the left of T, but there is no position there. So P will be here, then T can be here. First left, second left. P is second to the left of T, correct? And 3 people between P and S here, correct? This is the sequence. Okay, W does not sit adjacent to S. That is anyways tallied. W does not sit adjacent to S. Yeah, that means the other possibility I was telling, W and Q can be swapped, but W cannot be adjacent to S. W cannot be adjacent to S. Okay. Right. Now, how many people sit between S and Q? None. 0. How many people sit between S and Q? It is 0. Correct? Yes, Lucky 48D, Lalita correct, Shivaram correct. Answer D. Okay. Answer is D here. Right. 48 question. Number 49. Okay. 8 people. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Sit at a square shaped table. Okay. Square or circle, these are all closed figures, circular arrangement. We normally call it as circular arrangement based question. Okay, yes, Venkatramana, D correct answer for the previous one. 8 people, they sit at a square shaped table. This is a good question. They sit at a square shaped table. Okay. 4 people sit at the corners and they face outside. Okay, interesting. Okay, 4 will sit at the corner and those who are sitting at the corner, they face outside. They face outside. If nothing is mentioned, by default we take the people facing inside, because whether they are sitting on square or circle table, they are sitting maybe for some discussion, some conference or meeting, or they are having some food on the table. So for any of the case, they have to face towards the center. They have to face here. So if nothing is mentioned, we take facing inside, but if it is mentioned, face outside, to take accordingly. Okay, so 4 people at the corner and they face outside. 4 people sit at the middle of the 4 sides, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and they face inside the table. Okay, this. They face inside the center. Okay, right. Now, G is second to the right of B. Okay, but I cannot take it like this, because who is at the corner, who is at the middle, that cannot be figured out. Let me just read and then I'll decide which statement I can use first. G is second to the right of B, 1 person between B and C. C is third to the right of C. A is third to the right of H. H does not sit near C. E is immediate right of H and sits at the corner. Okay, sits at the corner. This is my first statement that I'm going to use here. Listen to me. Okay, E is immediate right of H and sits at the corner of the table. Okay, now because whenever you have a circular arrangement, closed loop arrangement, there is no beginning or no ending. You can define your own beginning or ending, okay, with respect to any one person. So suppose I'll start with E. E is right of H and sits at the corner. Let me choose this corner. E is at the corner, but E should be right of H. So this is H. H is facing inside. This say right side, right side. Okay, E is immediate right of H, correct? E is immediate right of H and sits at the corner. Okay, now let's read the above statement. Okay, G second to the right of B. Okay, cannot say now. One person between B and C. D sits third to the right of C. A is third to the right. Acha. A sits third to the right of H. H is known to me, na? Third to the right of H. 1, 2, 3. This is A. Okay, this is A. A is known to me now. Okay. H does not sit near C. Okay, that means C cannot come up here. Okay. C cannot come up here. Now there is one more statement with B and C. One person between B and C. And D is third to the right of C. Okay, now see, C cannot come up here. Okay, there is one person between B and C. So one person between B and C means, okay, because already A is here. So B and C you can take here or you can take here. Okay, this is anyways not possible, or at least B here, C here. Let me try this. Okay, and then D is third to the right of C. So I will try this way. Suppose this is B, this is C. D is third to the right of C. Now C is facing down. So this is the right hand of C. 1, 2, 3. I can try D here. Okay, D is third to the right of C. One person between B and C, and G is second to the right of B. No. G is second to the right of B. Wrong. If B is here, G cannot be second to the right. Okay, that is gone. Okay, shall I try B and C like this? Okay. Now, if this is the case, okay, where is that statement again? G is second to the right of B. If B is facing down, okay, right side, this is right side, 1 and 2. G can come up here. And there was one more statement, D is third to the right of C. D is third to the right of C. This is C, right side, 1, 2, 3. D can come up here, no problem. Okay, one person between B and C tallied. Okay, this also tallies. Okay. H does not sit near C, that is also okay. Everything is okay. Who is the person left now? A, B, C, D, E, F will come up here, G, H. Okay, who is the immediate left of F? Answer, who is the immediate left? Now F is facing outside. Okay, F is facing outside this direction, the left. Okay, who is immediate left? H. Option number B. Option number B, H. Let me see the... Yes, Lalita and Shivaram. Venkatramana, B. That's what you have mentioned. B is the correct answer here. H. B is the correct answer. Next, number 50, but not the last question for the day. Okay, because around 5 questions of geometry and mensuration, I skipped it. I told we'll do it at the end. Okay. Miss Roberts allowed her students to choose who their partner will be. However, no pair of students can work together for more than 5 class periods. Okay, it's a mapping question. Okay, no pair of students can work together for more than 5 periods in a row. Okay, Ram and Mohan have studied together 5 class periods already. Okay, Suresh and Amit have worked together 3 class periods. Okay, Suresh does not want to work with Ram. Who should be assigned to work with Mohan? Now there are 4 persons. Who are the 4 persons out of this all statement I say? Okay, there are 4 persons named as Ram, Mohan, Suresh, Amit. Okay, now who should be assigned to work with Mohan? Okay, Mohan, Ram not possible. Because Mohan and Ram have already studied 5 class periods and no pair of students can work together for more than 5 class periods. Correct, na? So, Mohan, Ram not possible. Then, whether Mohan with Suresh or Amit. Okay. Now, Suresh does not want to work with Ram. Okay. So, if you by chance choose Mohit and Amit, okay, this also will be wrong. Why? Because if you choose Mohan and Amit, then it makes the other pair as Ram and Suresh. Okay, okay. If this was correct, then Ram and Suresh, so this cannot follow. Okay, if this is correct, Ram and, because Suresh does not want to work with Ram. Okay, so who will be assigned to work with Mohan? Okay, with Mohan, Ram also done, Amit not possible, so Mohan and Suresh. Okay, Suresh, option number A. It has to be Suresh. Right? Mapping, who can work with who? Okay, based on some statements given. Okay, option number A. Lucky correct. Shivaram, please recheck. It will be A. option number A can be taken as the correct answer. Okay, not C. Okay, because Mohan and Amit, I told you already not correct. Okay, because if you take Mohan and Amit, Ram and Suresh will pick a pair. Very clearly mentioned, Suresh does not want to work with Ram. Okay, so 50th answer is A here. Okay, 50th answer is A here. And as I told you, this is not the last question. Okay, we are just left with some 4 to 5 questions for the day, and that is where I left it from here. Okay, mensuration and geometry questions. Fundamental, some fundamental mensuration and geometry, not like very complicated, but fundamental questions can come to you. Okay, Monica, A answer correct. Right. Question number 26. Read this and please answer it. Okay, this is question number 26. Okay, just a moment. Okay, yeah. Let's move forward. Just the ratio of the areas of square and equilateral triangle, okay, is 3 root 3 is to 4. Now, area of square divided by area of equilateral triangle. Okay, acha, what is the area of the square? Okay, suppose you take it this way. Okay, you take this as the square and you take this as the equilateral triangle. Okay, if you say that the side of the square is A, suppose the side of the equilateral triangle is B, area of square, okay, A square, area of equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 into side square, and that is taken as B. Equilateral means all equal sides here, B, and square of course has all equal sides, that is A, and this is given to you as 3 root 3 by 4. Okay, and this was root 3 by 4 B square. Okay, so that means from here A square by B square is, okay, 3 root 3 by 4 into root 3 by 4, root 3, 3. Okay, this is like 3 square and this is like 4 square. So what is A by B? Okay, the ratio of the sides obtained as 3 by 4. Okay, Lucky says 25A. If S and T are the parameters of square and triangle, then what is the relation between S and T? Okay, what is the relation between S and T? What is S? S is the parameter of square. Okay, parameter of square means sum of the sides, 4 times A. Okay, now if A and B are in the ratio 3 is to 4, okay, you can take A as 3K, you can choose B is equal to 4K. Okay, and T is the parameter of the triangle. Triangle parameter will be 3B, sum of the all sides. Okay, but what is 4A? Okay, 4 into 3K, that is 12K, and what is 3B? 3 into 4K, that is 12K. That means eventually their perimeters are equal, S and T are equal. Option has to be B answer. Option has to be B, not A. Check it out, Lucky, again. It is B. S and T are coming out to be exactly equal. Okay. Basic mensuration, but type of expected question for your APGENCO Transco Discoms. Fundamentals. Okay, next question. ABCD is a square. Okay, this one. And AED is a triangle on top of it. Okay. If AC is equal to BD, AC and BD are diagonals which anyways will be equal. Okay, now see, ABCD is a square, square will have all equal sides A and A. Okay, and AE equal to ED. Okay, AE equal to ED. Okay, these two are 15 centimeter. That means this particular triangle, okay, two sides are at least given equal. Okay, so this one is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so if any perpendicular is taken here, it will divide the side equally, A by 2 and A by 2, because this is a square. Now all four sides are A. This also A by 2 and A by 2. Okay, what is the area of the entire figure ABCDE? Okay, what is the area of this entire figure? Okay, now see, what is given? One diagonal is given. Na? AC and BD both are given. I will only consider this BD. Okay, I will only consider this BD. Okay, and what is this BD? Okay, this is given as, acha, what should be this diagonal actually equal to according to us? This BD. Okay, hypotenuse should be root over A square plus A square, and diagonal of a square becomes A root 2, and this is given as 24 root 2. That means A value is 24. Okay, that means A value is 24. Acha, this side is given as 15. AE and DE both are 15. Okay, so what about this height? Height of the triangle. Okay, what about the height of the triangle? So now see here. Height square plus A by 2 square, okay, will be equal to 15 square. Again, Pythagoras theorem here as well in the triangle. Okay, so what is h square plus A by 2? What will be A by 2? That is 12. 12 square is 15 square. So how much will be h square? 225 minus 144. Okay, and which is how much actually? Which is 56 and 25, 81. So h is equal to 9. H is 9. Now, what is the area of the adjoining figure? Okay, will be equal to area of the triangle plus area of square. Area of triangle I will take as half into base into height. Base is A, height is h, and area of the square anyways A square. This is the calculation required. A value obtained was 24. H value obtained is how much? 9. Okay. Plus A square. A was 24, so plus 24 square. Okay, so this is how much? 12, 9, 108 plus 24 square, which is 576. So 676 and 8, 684. 684, option number C. For 27, option number C. There is no answer yet here. 27, option number C. 684. Right. Next question. 28. The angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 2:4:7:5. Okay. The smallest angle of the quadrilateral is equal to the smallest angle of the triangle. Okay. Acha. So angles are in the ratio 2:4:7:5. So what are the angles you can take? The angles are 2K, 4K, 7K and 5K. Acha. Because it is quadrilateral, okay, what is the sum of angles in a quadrilateral? 360 degree. 360 degree. Okay. Right. So when you take the sum of all these angles, it will become 6, 13, 5, 18K. This has to be 360. That means K is 20. The K factor is 20. Now, smallest angle of the quadrilateral is equal to smallest angle of triangle, and one of the angle of triangle is twice the smallest angle. Okay. So let me here first draw any random triangle. Okay. Okay. Let us say the triangle has the three angles. Okay. Suppose theta 1, suppose theta 2, and suppose theta 3. Okay. Now, let's say this is the smallest angle. Okay. The smallest angle of the quadrilateral is equal to the smallest angle of the triangle. Okay. So what is the smallest angle of the quadrilateral? The smallest angle of the quadrilateral will be equal to 2K, and 2K will be equal to 40 degree. 2K will be equal to 40 degree. One of the angle of triangle is twice the smallest angle of the triangle. Okay. What is the second largest? Now, one of the angle of the triangle is twice the smallest angle. Okay. Right. If this is 40, one of the angle will be 80. Okay. One of the angle will be 80. Okay. So, and one of the angle, okay, is twice the smallest angle of the triangle, and twice the smallest angle will here become 80 degree. Okay. 40, 80 is 120. So, third angle will be, okay, and third angle will be, sum of angle of triangle has to be 180, na? The third angle will be 180 minus 40 and 80. Okay, that will be 60 degree. Okay. What is the second largest angle of the triangle? Okay. What is the second largest angle of the triangle? The second largest angle of the triangle is, now 40, 60, 80. Second largest is 60 degree. Okay. The angles of the triangles are actually 40, 80 and 60. 80 largest, then second largest 60, third largest, that is smallest, that is 40. So answer here is B, 60. Sum of the angles of triangle. 28th B, correct answer. Correct, Kitana. Lalita, correct, 28th B. But on very basic, sum of the angle of triangle 180, sum of the angles of quadrilateral 360. Okay, yes, Venkatramana, correct, B. Next question, number 29. The slant height of a right circular cone is 10 and its height is 8. Okay, what is the curved surface area? Now, what is the curved, direct formula question, what is the curved surface area of a cone? Pi into R into L, where L is what is the slant height, which is given to you. But what is not given is radius R. That is nothing but radius of the base. Okay, radius of the base, and there is a very clear cut relation, okay, between the height, the slant height, and the radius. Okay, this is the height which is given to you as 8. This is the radius which is unknown, which is what I want, and this L is given to you as 10. Okay, and L square is equal to h square plus R square because they make a right angle triangle, right? So what is L square? 100 is h square 64 plus R square. R square 36, R will be equal to 6. Okay, so the answer is pi into 6, radius was 6, L is 10, net answer 60 pi. That's it, simple question, 60 pi. Option number C. Option number C. Okay. Okay. Next, and the last question. If the area of a circular feed is 3850 square meter, then what is the cost of fencing it at the rate of 52 per square meter? Okay, 52 per meter. I mean, you know, the cost of fencing at the rate of 52 per meter. Okay, so the cost will be 52 into what? Into the total meters. Okay, that is total circumference. Total boundary. There's a fencing at the boundary. Okay, and the total price will be 52 into circumference, which you all know as 2 pi r. Now, area is given 3850. That means pi r square is 3850. Okay, pi. So we can take pi as 22 by 7. 22 by 7 r square is 3850. Okay, what is the value of r square from here? Okay, just a bit of calculation. Okay, that is 1225, square of 35, correct? So when I take under root, yes, I'll get 35. Okay, the radius is 35, job is done. Okay, the answer will be 52 into 2 pi, pi again you can replace 22 by 7 and this was 35. This much, okay. So calculate the final numbers, you will get the answer. Yeah, 11440. 11440, option number 4. Option number 4. Okay, the few questions are around that area, circumference, perimeter, curved surface area, this angle based question, angle of some, you know, triangles or some of areas of quadrilateral. Okay, fundamental level questions from mensuration and geometry. Okay, have been there in your PYQs if you have done, and that is what you can expect. Okay, so this was the 30th question, but last for the day because others we have done that before that, geometry and mensuration. Okay, so yeah, let's move forward. And this is the end of the session. I like control systems. I will share you the PDF of this session as well. So to be very honest, 100% of the topics I cannot cover with 50 questions, but majorly important areas, you know, that I felt more important, they have been covered. Okay, the PDF, as you know, as my rule, will be password protected, and the PDF password, I am fixing it now, GA50. GA in capital, okay, GA50, okay, right. Those who have been dedicatedly watching, it's more than 3.5 hours right now. I think we have went live. Okay, so if you have dedicatedly watched the session, then only the PDF is helpful for you, na? Okay, so that PDF has a password. Anyone watching it, okay, will get this password. If you watch later, if somebody watches later also, they can get the password GA50. Okay, don't discuss any type of passwords in the Telegram group. Okay, GA50 without any space. Please note down the password. Okay, I'll share you the PDF in my Telegram. Okay, where I shared you the control system link. Okay, where I've shared you the control system link. Okay, if you just want, I'll share you that link again. If you are not connected to my Telegram, you can be connected here. Stay subscribed to the channel, because shortly you'll be attending power systems session also, utilization session also. Okay. So if you're not in my Telegram, I've shared the link of Telegram. You can get the PDF from there. PDF I'll share by tonight. Okay. Okay, good to know that, Mohammad Jamaluddin. Good. Okay. So this is going to be the password. I've noted. Okay. Again, a reminder, guys. AEE, just exam is almost 1 week ahead, and just in ₹89, you can enroll to our AEE Victory Test series, where you're going to get 3 full-length mock tests as per the exam pattern, like real test, feel the real competition. Okay, full mock test 1 already conducted 13th August, but you can still attempt it. Okay, full mock test number 2 will be live by 16th August, and full mock test 3 will be live on 18th August. Okay, for any further details, you can contact 9515694053. And if you or any of your friends are planning for GATE preparation, the new online live batch for GATE is going to start on 19th August, on coming Wednesday, and we also have a special Independence Day offer on the occasion of Independence Day. Okay, get 15% off using the code FREEDOM15 when you enroll into the online course. Okay, and this offer is valid till 16th August. Okay, in fact, if you are planning to buy any course related to AP or Telangana AAEE, then also you can get this is on all our online courses, be it GATE course or be it the AE or AEE courses. Okay, from here you'll get the discount. Okay, this is applicable till tomorrow, that is 16th August. And okay, again, for GATE 2027 or 2028, if you're looking for more financial benefits, okay, so then 30th of August, okay, there is an online scholarship that's going to be conducted, and the top 5 rankers will get flat 100% discount. This scholarship test will comprise of basic questions from the basic syllabus, okay, of EC and EEE. The syllabus for both the branches have been clearly mentioned here. Okay, have been clearly mentioned. Okay, the rank 6 to 10 will get 60%. So there are multiple benefits and discounts based on this performance, based on the performance of this exam. This is going to be online, as I mentioned. The platform can be OM Live app, or if you want to appear from website, you can use the website www.ominstitute.live. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the session. This is again the name of the Telegram. PDF, I just shared the Telegram link. Now I'll share it in the Telegram. Okay, the PDF will be available in the Telegram, the link I shared, or this is again the name of the same Telegram. I'll share it by tonight. Okay, but it will be that password protected, what I already told you. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, and all the very, very best for your upcoming examination.